Wah. All right, let's get going. How's it going, everybody? I was stuck watching a tutorial for Sprugu. I was like, oh, got a little distracted. How you nerds doing? How you nerds doing? Let me say hello to all the nice people. How you doing, Black Roses? Congratulations on your first. How you doing, Bonnie? How you doing, Moss? How you doing, Zetai? How you doing, Steve? Yeah, Hobby Time Sunday. Hell yeah. And how you doing, Jay? And how you doing, Dark Muffin? How's everyone doing? I have been deep in the Sword World mines for next Tuesday. I'm not ready yet, even though spending a lot of today on that. I wanted to spend more yesterday, but I needed to do other things first. But I believe if I just don't go to Magic tomorrow, I think I should have enough time to get everything ready. So I'm feeling relatively good about all this. Hey, there we go. But yeah, and today I'm working on an Obliterator because this guy did really well when I played some 40k. I think now, from what I understand, Obliterators are like solid enough, but they are a fucking menace in 3rd edition. I'm not doing the Iron Warriors thing where I'm spamming like a bajillion of them. I just had one at the time, and he seemed pretty good. But yeah, how you nerds doing? How you doing, Nintendo? Welcome. So yeah, that was it's like, I'm definitely a big believer if like a model that is painted does better, but if a model is not painted and does well, you need to reward it. So I'm gonna do that. Also, congratulations on the streak, Zektai. Hell yeah. Nice. But it's been good. Sword World is interesting where it's like, because I'm using Foundry for a lot of things, I'm having to build out like all the monsters and whatnot. It's not too bad though. Most Sword World monsters are like a series of stats and like one special ability. It actually makes like, I have not had the experience or like really need to make my own yet, but it doesn't feel like that'd be like super like stupid complex. I have to imagine that like there's probably some guides in some source book or whatever. But even just going just vanilla, it seems like pretty doable. I had this paint and I used it. To the side. That's how I know the dementia is coming. Only a matter of time. There we go. I set off this side. There we go. Oh, Nintendo. That's funny you should mention that. So this Obliterator has infinite trim. So I was actually going to use one of the AK markers today to try to see if that will lessen the inherent pain that comes with doing chaos trim. I don't think it's going to get everything for him because, like, you know, there's just so many nooks and crannies, but I think this should give me at least enough. Right there. That should give me at least enough to, like, not, like, what's it called? It should lessen the burden a little bit. Definitely, it's like one of those things is like, when really for, like, anything creative, you just want to sort of make doing it as easy as possible. And that's not, like, a thing I'm 100% good at. But there is a reason why, like, my desk is my painting table, because if I want to do that, I just go, bam, it's here. It's ready to go. So I recently like clipped a bunch of old bristles and like cleaned out all the gunk in this brush, and now it's like a proper like thick brush for just doing like, you know, just mashing color on there. It's nice. This thing was like so garbage for a while. I was like, I think I'm gonna throw this out, but just like soaking it in alcohol for like half an hour basically did the job. Sip before I get going. My Game Subs cup. It's got water in it right now, but it's got like a little painter lady wearing an apron, which is very fun and on brand for me. So you'll be, yeah, it is like, it's one of those like the army painter like number 2. Like it used to have a tip at one point, but that tip frayed like eons ago. So I just needed to like super duper remove everything. Which are made in grease. Hey, I like that one though. That one's a fun one. Once again, my metric for what I consider fun or not is entirely arbitrary, but whatever. So yeah, the plan today is just to try to minimize the trim and just like, these little markers are pretty nice though. Like I do think that getting at least a couple of these like paint markers are worth it. The problem is that like AK doesn't have a gold. Like, AK Interactive doesn't have, like, a gold marker, because otherwise this would be great for... I know some people have used Gundam markers for, like, Thousand Suns trim, and I swear I've gotten a Gundam marker that's gold. Like, I have one, and I think I've tried it, and it was just, like, too, like, drippy? Like, it's possible that, like, maybe I didn't shake enough, or the application was kind of wonky. Also, just gonna be a little wonky in general, but, you know, I am going to eventually, like... all these are going to need some like red in there anyway, so not like super. If I get like a little bit like that, that's fine. That's like fine and probably acceptable for like the level of speed I'm getting on the bad boy. We fucking got him. Hell yeah, brother. But yeah, no, it's been neat. It's been neat doing like it's like one of those things that like my brain does enjoy DMing a lot. I think I've realized that like I don't know what happened over like like maybe this is like a getting old thing. It definitely feels like my brain is beginning to like bundle up bad habits that I'm trying to like work my way out of. And I do find that like when I'm DMing stuff again, I'm like, oh yeah, no, I like this. This is a fun thing to do. This has been great. I need to do this more. And I think I feel that like every time, but then I do wonder if maybe Foundry is just like too much. Maybe I'm adding too much overhead to DMing, and Foundry's a culprit of that, even though it does make things really nice. I don't know. I'll have to think about that. I still like Foundry a lot though. Like my local group still uses Roll20, but just having the ability just to like do a lot of stuff automatically in Foundry is really spicy. So I'm sure I just need to get into like a regular habit, like because every time I do a Foundry one shot, there's always like months and months in between. I'm hoping the Lancer game is still like back in sort of like planning limbo, like not planning limbo. Like the characters have been made. It's just like getting all the schedules to align because Vtubers. I'm assuming between the Sword World game and then the Lancer game, there shouldn't be, hopefully not more than like a month or two. I'm hoping this will be the end of August, and then the next game will be in September, and then ideally, I would love to keep that momentum going. If I could get at least one TRPG like every month, like that would be super duper nice. If I could get a campaign, ooh, baby, let's go. I haven't got a proper campaign in a while. It's even to the point where like my local group, who is like, you know, Hal, you haven't like done a campaign in a while. I was like, yeah, no. Every time like being the GM comes up in my local group, I think somebody usually always just kind of like asks for it. I'm like, yeah. If you want to be a GM, go for it. Because I would never deny someone like who wants to DM the opportunity, because it's also just like a good mindset for a player too. I think every TRPG player, I would recommend at least once GMing if you possibly can. If you have the opportunity to GM at least once as a player, I would, like, you don't need to stick to it, but I would say at least give it a go at least once. Can I snooze the ads before they hit? Yeah, the Eternal Trap is real. It's kind of funny because like I was sort of like one of the on and off GMs, but this actually happened like I think the last time I GM was like prior to me becoming a VTuber, which I've actually never tried like balancing like planning games for my local group and VTubing. That would be interesting to see how that lines up. Brother, I am being painted here. How you doing, Attack Battalion? Welcome. I am currently working on an Obliterator and taking a little bit of a shortcut with an AK paint marker just to do some trim. It's going to be a little messy, but like overall, I can see the headaches are beginning to evaporate. This guy's got so much fucking trim. Holy shit. Like, why? Why does this thing have so much trim? Ooh, yeah, let's go. Trench Crusade games lately near me have been in a really weird spot. Like apparently the shop I play at on the regs is like just not a big spot for Trench Crusade, and the one that is primarily does it on Wednesday nights, which that's the movie night. I don't think I could give up the movie night. I've been enjoying movie night a lot. I don't know if I could even like move that to a different day, just because like there's only so many days in the week. Once they invent the 8th day of the week, I'm going to be a much happier lad, but till then. But yeah, I got all my Trench Crusade stuff is in like a weird holding thing. Weirdly enough, Turnip has been having like a huge resurgence where I'm at lately, and I don't know why. I don't know why Turnip is like hitting it. I enjoy it, don't get me wrong. I love Turnip, and I got like a bunch of models for it. It's just very odd because I don't know what's really led to this. Yeah, I don't know. I have been thinking potentially about changing up a little bit of my stream schedule. I'm not quite sure to what degree yet. Just like another idle thought. Like part of me is wondering, it's like, my sleeping has been really bad. What if I started VTubing? What if I started streaming like an hour earlier? So instead of like 8 Eastern, I start at like 7, and then maybe end a little earlier as well. That would potentially give me the option to get a little bit more shut-eye. I mean, they're I don't think they're gonna do that, unfortunately. Have you seen the models though? Have you seen the models that if you know that artist Hardluck, who does a lot of cool, like really like neat Chinese like Trench Crusade stuff. He's actually released some STLs with a friend of channel Sir Nicholas. I can link you those if you haven't seen those yet. They're really nice. Like this guy's not done yet, but like here's sort of like one of them. This guy's big chill, and I got a flag guy over here too, but the flag guy is the flag guy's gonna need a lot of extra bullshit going on, so I've definitely like held off with giving him like any paint. Like trying to track where this is at. It's just all over the place. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that like they have like a couple of like the next factions like coming into the game, with like Path of the Beast and Church of Metamorphosis and like the Hussars and the Catholic Vampires. But and then the Carcass Front will be, I believe I know the book got delayed. I think it's going to be in like October now, which I'm not surprised. I feel like there were some people that were really upset about that, but like this is not my first Kickstarter rodeo, so like I'm and I don't blame any of the Trench Crusade crew. It's just that like I've seen basically like every Kickstarter. I just assume that every Kickstarter is going to be like wildly delayed by like 4 to 6 months, if not more. It's like I was one of the people that got into Kingdom Death Monster, and that I didn't get my dragon until I think like years after that ran. Yeah, I believe they were toying with some ideas for like Catholic Vampires as like one of the factions. Like I don't remember the exact details, so don't like quote me on that, but I swear that was like don't quote me, but also I swear. I'm like fairly certain that was a thing that came up at least like a couple times as like a thing that's like on the docket. So like maybe I'm assuming that's potentially going to be real. We'll find out, I guess. Which sounds neat. I'm a big fan of kind of like, once again, I like horrible kind of like fucked up lads for all my stuff. They don't need to be evil though, which is the thing. So like a lot of factions with the horrible fucked up lads are just kind of evil in general. But that's why I like Trench Crusade, because like, I mean, yeah, you could argue Lesti and Pyrrhus fucked up lads, but unless you're really doing like AdMech, and even then, like 40k AdMech is just kind of tame, really. If we're like Mechanicum stuff is a bit more, but even then, like the Thalax and whatnot are kind of like they're gross little guys on the inside. I want my hideous freaks on the outside. So, and looks like to order some contrast paints. Oh yeah, I mean, I honestly would recommend getting the Army Painter speed paints more than the actual G-Dubs contrast paint. I just found that they're like they flow a lot better, and then also like because they're in a dropper bottle, they're just easier to use. Up in there, and I think mistake. Ah, there we go. We got the ads, stuff like that. Yeah, how much did that do? Oh jeez. There's some stuff in there that I absolutely know is just like gonna be like hideously mangled. How you doing, Benjamin? Welcome. Let's see. They're just doing a bit stretch while the ads. Oh yeah, no, Army Painter's got like if you've seen any of those green glow effects I do, those are all like Shamrock Green, the speed paint. Also, Glittering Loot is a gold speed paint that I fucking love. It's super duper good. See, Benjamin, I actually do really like Flesh Eater Quartz. The only reason I don't really do Age of Sigmar much these days. That was sort of like my first wargame, getting back into wargaming after my War Machine hiatus. I actually really conceptually like the Flesh Eater Quartz, but at the time they just didn't have as many models as they do now. And I know you can run Monster Mash Flesh Eater Quartz, but the thing is, I was already doing Skaven, and I was like, I can't do another fucking Horde army. I can't do another fucking Horde army because I think even at the time Monster Mash was like, yeah, you could just like run. Like, I think I was also already burnt when people were like, yeah, you could do like Skaven, just big guys too. No, you couldn't. No, you at least at that time, no, you fucking couldn't. Skaven big boy swarm was not a thing. That was a lie. Yeah, I do like Skaven, but they're not a Horde faction. No, they're fucking not. I mean, they are a Horde faction, and like you can't. This is like something that I mentioned that like early on when I was getting back into wargaming, I cut my teeth in War Machine, but then like the game kind of died down, and I moved, and like where I moved to didn't really have a War Machine area, so just it didn't really go much further than that. And I was like, oh, I found out that there was a G-Dub store near me, and I decided to go. And in there, I was like, you know what? I like Skaven. I think they're cool, but like, is there any way I don't have to paint like a million rats? And the lady, you know, she doesn't know every faction who ran the store. Like you can't know every faction. So like when the game is like, oh yeah, Scryer are the elite Skaven. If you want elite Skaven, you run Clan Scryer, because on paper that makes sense, but then in reality it's like, oh no. What? You still want to drown your opponents in rats, but you also want to kind of like have the big boys in the back to shoot while they're getting drowned in rats. So I did walk out of that store with at the time the second edition Skaven Codex, Battle Tome, and then a unit of Storm Fiends. And yeah, I haven't tried it. I haven't tried any of the Tooth and Coats, like speed paints or whatever. Skaver just fun because I've only played a little bit of Total Warhammer, and that was definitely my experience of just like drown them in clan rats, and then every now and then I would just drop like a fat nuke on them, and I'm like, this is pretty great. I think the only reason I just like I haven't done like a proper long Total Warhammer just because like all my hobby time is used for hobbying and not wargaming like that. How you doing, Coop? Welcome. How you doing? Yeah, doing like pink for like pink as an undercoat to like yellow or orange is pretty spicy. That is a pretty legit way to do things. There we go. Trim is going really nice with these actually. How you doing, Nars? Welcome. How you doing? I'm paint markering my way through Chaos Trim, and it's going relatively well. Like, I'm gonna find out that I missed like a bajillion elements of trim and whatnot, but so far, not bad. I'm also getting like a little bit on the actual interior, but that's fine because I think these just are gonna need like a little retouch of a red anyway. These like the base speed. Let's do like all of this. There we go. The flesh color? Oh, for this, how you doing, Lana? Welcome. Oh, this is just, all this is just like Nocturnal Red by, Vallejo. I'm probably going to eventually do some sort of like mixes between that and some Proacro Beige Red as like a skin. Right now, my goal is like, I've been using my airbrush just to prime more. So the goal at the moment has been like, can I apply a base coat quickly? Because if so, that will save me like, maybe like an hour on stream, just painting it red. I'm just painting it red. The taco salad sounds good. Dried paint sounds bad. Yeah, I've taking inventory on stuff has been nice because I've been trying to like cut out a bunch of like old paints like that as well. Luckily, I found that the like moving away from G-Dub's paints has kind of reduced the amount of paints that have just like dried in their containers, which has been fucking glorious. Holy shit. How you doing, Lego Man? Welcome. Oh, wait, are you saying the paint's dry, or did you say you just got an expensive and shitty taco salad? I mean, neither of those are great. I feel like I'd rather have an expensive and shitty taco salad than my paint's dry, though. You will eventually forget the shitty taco salad. That problem too. Oh god, I have all kinds of problems. Yeah. But I had to stop this weekend to do a lot of schoolwork. Oh yeah, no, that's a mood. I have the most horrible like hobby like thing I want to do, like when I'm working on other shit. Like I mentioned I've been doing a lot of Sword World prep this week, and like my urge to do minis has never been stronger. And I'm like, what the fuck? I have all kinds of like maybe free time is a stretch, but there are opportunities that if I wanted to do a little bit more extracurricular painting, I could. And I've just not leapt onto it yet. I feel like the more angles I look at this guy, the more that like trim just manifests out of the void. Like, where did you come from? Where did this trim happen? I don't understand. I was just painting these bat guns, and then more trim kind of came out. Oh, Beowulf. Hey, let's go. Yeah, really, I do enjoy most of the Army Painter speed paints myself. They've been pretty good to me. I know there's Vallejo speed paints as well, but I've not fucked with those yet. I'm gonna Houndraid that. There we go. Oh yeah, I need to play Shadow of the Horned Rat one of these days. I think I have it. Because there was like a big like GOG sale, so I might actually have that in my collection. I need to double check. Ooh, yo, let's go. Hell yeah, Lana. Hopefully, let me know how your Trench Crusade stuff goes. My Trench Crusading has been on kind of a longish pause, so I've not gotten to do much in a while yet, and oh how I miss it dearly. Here to Almighty and painted. Well, luckily I made nicely for mine is relatively painted. The fact that when I did my 3rd edition game, most of the art models were painted, except for these guys, felt pretty good. It's nice. I think in general I roll up with like a relatively painted army, which is just like a nice thing to have. It's so nice. My Lost in the Dam are kind of coming along. I need to do a unit of Rough Riders, but I don't know where the fuck I'm gonna get that in my list of things to do. Oh, so you doing, American Catboy? How you doing? Welcome. How you doing? I'm working on. I'm adding trim to this with a paint marker, and it's going pretty nice actually. I think I'm very, very lucky that weirdly that this guy's trim is relatively chunky. So I can just kind of go in with the marker and really get it started. Do we get Yalbernacht? Wait, I mean there's already a redeem from Yalbernacht. I don't know what much more you need. It's there. That's real. It is awaiting your points. Get around here. Something like that. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. I did find someone showed me some more. I've been really liking the idea of like getting some like more retooled booth assets stuff for like costumes and whatnot. And it's really hard to find ones for dudes, but someone did find some like really good dude ones recently, which I'm pretty excited about. I'll need to like set them up and whatnot, but yeah, I'm one of those 4-yeared fakers. I'm sorry. I gotta rep the elven ears, or else like my identity. I'm already a freak of nature. I have to keep the elvenness, or else like what's the point? Little nubules, I guess. I'm assuming I'm eventually going to make these glow, but I think right now I'm just going to start with like a little bit of metal and then probably like add the glow on top of the metal. That sounds like a thing I'll do. Yeah, Upper-class Titan voice might be too. That would be fun if you did. Like I've used speakers with minis before. It's really fun. It's really, really fun. Femboy Hell model. I'm good. I'm good, thanks. I don't think I'm really like there are way more like femboy ones. Usually they kind of trend a bit younger looking, and that's not really something I'm super into. I'm just a pretty lad. Oh, that's all I think I need. Which is why usually when people are like, "Ooh, I want me a femboy," whoa, that's usually when that's usually when unfortunately I'm like there's other people that cater to that. I'm not the person you're looking for. I'm sorry. I know some of you nerds would like that, but that's just not really me. Sorry. How you doing, Battlerak? How you doing? Welcome. Society really has. We truly do live in a society. But how you doing? No tomboy sister battle. Hell yeah, brother. Good. But yeah. I don't know. So, like I found some good stuff I want to use, but I haven't really done much with it yet. I don't, Jade. No, you shut the fuck up. And how you doing, Matthew? Welcome. What do I have 4 ears? Because I was built wrong. I was built wrong in the lab. Use to get some metal too. A metal bit. Get you a supreme lead. Nice. How you doing? I'm telling you, there's other people that got that niche. Also, it does seem like they inevitably explode into doing something awful, but I don't know. How you doing, Chieftain? How you doing? Welcome. I wonder what that like stereotype is, where it's just like someone's just like, "Ooh, I'm just a saucy little femboy," and then you're like, "Oh god, oh no, what are they doing?" There was one recently. There was like a VTuber femboy that got banned because I also don't let minors on my stream because I don't want to babysit, but they were just like actively just going on a rant about telling people to like end themselves, and I was like, oh, okay. Why is it always like this? Why does this reoccurring pattern keep happening? I don't understand. Oh god, yeah, you got the con crud. Was it porn? No, I don't think it was. I think it was just like, I think they just got banned for like just going on a rant about telling people to like off themselves. I think that's just really it. Oh yeah, no, I know a lot of you. Listen, I know a lot of you are into this shit. I see what you post in the meme channels. I understand. And I also know a lot of you all are goofing. I know a lot of you are goofing. But on the off chance you aren't goofing, I'm just setting boundaries, which is what I do as an adult. Yippee! Because a lot of YouTubers don't set boundaries, and then things get bad for them. So you gotta lock that shit in. Yeah, that's also true too, Benjamin. There are people that really want all VTubers to be lewd-tubers. Luckily, for the most part, I mean, I got a fine gaggle of nerds that like really like real dork stuff. Wait, American Cowboy, are you actually a minor? Well, time to send you to space, buddy. I'm sorry. It has to be like that. Everybody 07. Everybody 07. Goodbye. Anyway. My streams are set to 18 up, so like you know what was going on. So goodbye. Yeah, but once again, I have to have a zero tolerance policy. I set my streams to 18 up, and if you're sneaking in, you got to get ejected. Come back when you're adult. Let's go to the VTuber world. It's really, yeah, I do greatly enjoy that. Like, I understand that it's fun for the people who are into VTubers come and see me and they're like, what the fuck? But I really like the people who are into minis see me and they're like, what the double fuck? Because this is like weird esoteric bullshit. It's like really, really esoteric bullshit. But it's pretty amusing. It's pretty amusing. Yeah, exactly. We gotta do that. How you doing, Grim Reaper? Welcome. How you doing? Yeah, you gotta do that. You gotta do that. And the Gundam markers are no. Oh, that's unfortunate. Like, it's the thing is, like, I don't know. What's the best way to say this? My usual line is that, like, I don't want to be a babysitter. It's like, listen, there's plenty, like, I'm not one of those, like, people that, like, there are a lot of people my age that just despise kids. I will never understand that. I will never understand the people that just, like, become just, like, an absolute monster at the mention of just, like, the fact that, like, children out there, like, frolicking and, like, living their lives. But, like, I'm not a babysitter. Babysitter's a job that, like, it's, like, you know, I'm not getting paid, like, $13 an hour to babysit. And I also don't want to, like, watch my language or, like, change my behavior to accommodate minors. Some people do. Some people like to be, like, nice, like, all ages streamers where they're just, like, real sweet and then they don't do anything, like, objectable and they just kind of, like, they just stay in their own lane and they have fun with it. And, like, good for them. I'm not that person. Yeah, babysitters probably do get paid more. Listen, the thing is, like, I don't think I actually had a babysitter growing up at all. Like, I've definitely stayed with, like, family members, but I don't think my family could afford a babysitter growing up. If I'm going to be honest, I don't think we could have afforded a babysitter at the time. This also might just be better if I just start doing. I'll just trim under the hand. There we go. Let's go. Oh my God, Grim Reaper, that's a fuck. How did that fucking go? That sounds like a lot. It sounds like a lot. Say so. Yeah, same. I mean, like, once again, I appreciate people who do that. Like, that's a thing they enjoy, but I can't do that. No. I can't do that. No. A 3v3. That's still a lot. I mean, that's still like an afternoon. Actually, probably start early and end late, but hopefully you had fun at the very least. How you doing, Big Baka Ham? Welcome. How you doing, Chakra? Welcome. Oh, how did the Infinity Tournament go? Hell yeah. Everyone played games today but me. No, I mentioned earlier that I took today off from my LGS so I could work on some Sword World stuff. And I'm mostly done. Taking today off to get that done was good. I do miss the fact that I didn't get to push around little plastic dudes, but, like, otherwise that was a very productive time off. Broke because of our hobbies. Oh yeah, especially if you try to do both. It's a lot. How do I paint rats? There's nothing. I do metal on top? Yeah, probably. Some of that metal, some of this that, like, doesn't need to be trim markered. I could just do with a typical paintbrush. That's probably gonna save me a little headache. Stuff like that. Husband Woodsfood. Ah, gotcha. Yeah, honestly, Infinity's one of those games that like seems like it like I think doing not that like competitive Warhammer is also probably pretty hard because I've just not done any wargaming in like a real like even when I was at like I was never really sweaty, but like when my groups would play War Machine, we were like, you know, not really playing fluffy lists, we were playing to win. Like it was atypical at the time, but not in a way that was like everybody was like a bastard or everything. Like the games are still fun. It's just that like expectation of like this is what we're playing at. It's like, you know. But like no, I couldn't. I don't think. I think I would also like just explode at a proper like tournament for Infinity, especially. You can't handle it. Oh god, how? I didn't even know they remade that. Also, musician for oh god, yeah, that's a lot of expensive hobbies. Mine are the fact that like doing VTubing and minis and stuff like that, like everything just cost a lot. Everything just cost a lot. Luckily, I can kind of refund it a little bit. How you doing, Mantis? How you doing? Welcome. Get another uniform. That feels. I mean, probably. I'm sure you'll get another Unicorn Gundam someday. I believe. All right, how do I want to do this now? How do I want to paint the lad now? I'm trying to isolate some stuff. How you doing now? How you doing? Welcome. I guess this is probably where I might want to switch to like an actual proper metal. Like I was getting away with the paint marker as much as I could, and I definitely did. Oh, thank you. It's very early, but also honestly, get this: a dark aluminum, super good, super nice, saves you a fucking truckload of headaches. But I need to go switch to like proper paints now to get like the feet and some of the other stuff. Actually, hold on, that's not true. His front fist could use a little bit more. Infinity. I don't know. I still have, like, I found my... What, did I set that out? I found my bag of metal Toha that are just kicking around. I just got a bag of the metal Toha sectorial, just, like, you know, just big chilling, just waiting for the day that I'm gonna do Infinity. I don't know when that's gonna be. That tube time. It's me to play co-op. So he could practice and kick my. Oh yeah, that's unfortunate. Like bringing someone in just to like not really give them like a lowdown and then just destroying them is not. That's not good. That's not good thing to do. Not a fan of that myself. Get proper metallic paints to buy. Ooh, you got some options. Vallejo metal colors are really solid, and then I also really like some of the speed paint metals. Like the glittering loot is like a really bitchin' gold. I don't think this guy's gonna get any gold on him, but like otherwise, it's really good. Yeah, the Vallejo metallicals are really good. Bronze gold. I would still check out like try the speed paints. Those ones seem to have pretty good gold. Or some Toha. Yeah, I mean, it was either Toha or... How you doing, Ergon? Welcome. I actually wanted to do Combined Intelligence. The Ealing guys. I think I might be getting their names slightly wrong. But it just never really worked out. Yeah, it was like that, and then I also have the... I also have the Pano Military Order Sectorial, but that's just because at the time I was told that I was a good beginner army. I've mentioned the story a couple times. I was told I was a good beginner army, played with a really nice guy who was like the guy trying to get newbies in, and then I played with some actual players and they just stomped me without like any remorse. That told me that my army basically had no counter against nomads, and I just didn't show up to anymore. I just didn't show up to anymore at that point. I'm sure it's better now, but at least at the time, that was just like, I'm good. I don't need this. I don't want this. See, Molotov pins. Hey, let's go. Pins. Yeah, I saw the guys who are based on like Greek people are now also part of that. I understand that gets kind of weird when like the story dictates gameplay like that. Like I know Malifaux's been real bad about that, where like entire like model ranges would just disappear because of story reasons. But at least at an abstract level, I find that really fascinating. But I also understand it's like, well, I like Nicodeme a lot, and then they killed him, so I guess I don't like Nicodeme anymore. But at least there's options to do similar Nicodeme things like this. Fire might not be bad either. With the weak guys. Ah, I got you. That tracks. I could see that. I just tend towards like the most horrible, gross, fucked up monster guys, which tends to be pretty. I mean, every war game basically has one. I mean, the thing is, like, the no counter was that I was getting hacked and then like homing rocketed from across the field. So like, I mind you, maybe if I got like, if I decided to be like, no, fuck you, I'm gonna learn how to deal with this, and like maybe bought like another like $200 more worth of models, and then like did some reps and practiced the meta. Maybe I could have showed up one day and become the hero of the beach. But that was not the mood I was in. That was not the mood I was in at the time. Ooh, hell yeah. I'd like to see that later. That big ass game. Straight lines, indeed. Yeah, like I do understand that. Like I'm not someone who gets upset when there are like sweaty tournament players in a thing. It's just that like that like I also do know that you can be a sweaty tournament player and like, you know, it's still like on ramp people and explain things and whatnot. Like there are really nice like I think there's like a stereotype of like everyone who plays anything competitively is a huge asshole. But I've seen a lot of instances where it's the opposite, where they're like, you know, they're real nice and there's like a sense of community and everyone's like real excited just to kind of be like on an even playing field. It's just because like it's really easy to conflate those with pub stompers. And I think I just hit like a pub stomper equivalent. Yeah, exactly. The sports, like, cause like that is arguably a sport. As a sport. Also got a little bit. Well, that's drawing a little bit. So I got this guy. He's a random Primaris model kind of meshed with one of those Bestiarm Daemonettes. But I'm not gonna work on him. I got his base. I got his base and I got some leftover gray, so I'm just gonna try to mush that before that dries. Get as much as I can on here. This brush really does feel different. It's actually really, really fun. Like, it's like this brush used to be so gunked. I was like, wait, what happened to you, buddy? It's like, I'll just neglect. Dropship Command. Oh, okay. All those like the like drop fleet or whatever, like that. Those series of games seem neat. So I haven't really seen a lot of them where I'm at. Oh, gotcha. I guess it depends on the circumstances. I guess it's one of those things too. I guess like if you're in like a high stakes tourney, maybe you will like destroy like a player, because like what, you know, like once you're in the tournament. But this wasn't. I didn't enter a tournament. I didn't actually enter a tournament when I got my ass kicked. This was a casual game. I was literally kind of like the thing where they're like, oh, you're good. You've done your like baby's first game. Now it's time to play, like, you know, like just play with some of the other players. Oh yeah, that does happen sometimes too, where it's like it is possible just to sort of like internalize that like sometimes you just forget things that are like really obvious to you. A little too thick. He's got like a big like metal spine that I'm just. There we go. Technically, I've seen pictures from a Titan walk, but otherwise, no, I have not. That's so many fucking points. That's so many fucking points. Let's get a little bit of a skin color on the cloak. That'll make like picking out some shapes a lot. Where the fuck is the glow? I think I ran into this problem previously where my succubus globe like skin paint somewhere. How you doing, Ranchero? Welcome. How you doing? Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, that sounds really neat. Yeah, I've never gone to like a big grand open or anything like that. Even during the War Machine days, there was like a competitive scene, but it was always like way far. I also was in a college town at the time, and I didn't have a car or anything, so like that was just not going to happen. I'll just do tan actually. I'll do tan. It's like the flesh cloak. That might help a little bit. Yeah, the nids in the corner. Hell yeah. I've lucked out that like apparently I'm reasonably okay at teaching people how to play war games, at least in person. I was able to get a Turnip is not the most complicated game. So how you doing, Shastra? Welcome. How you doing? I'm working on some Obliterators. I was able to like actually like teach them how to play Turnip, and it was pretty nice. You say, oh, that sounds like a nice lad. That sounds like a nice lad, Coop. Hell yeah. I want to be that guy. I try to be that guy when I'm at the shop, or like even on stream. Like that's why I want to try to get people like, you know, into the hobby and like explain things and make things pretty good. Like I want to bring that like cool hobbyist person, like that energy, sort of wherever I'm at. Oh, I guess that's true. Yeah, no. Every time I've had like I've back when I attended human college for the first time. Oh boy, I was just dumped in one of those like gigantic rooms where like the teacher didn't speak English very well, and like there was like a million people in there, and you basically never got direct help. And I floundered. That was not an environment I was built to succeed in. Not at all. Not at all. Definitely preferred. Yeah, definitely agree about preferring the like smaller institution for that kind of thing. He plays orcs. Oh, you know what? That is very funny that when you mentioned that like orcs and world eaters, like orcs alone definitely doesn't narrow down a personality, but for some reason orcs and world eaters together definitely does. Like I can definitely see this guy like. Okay, Coop. I don't mean to be. This is not a mean stereotype. How many black shirts does that guy have, and how many of them are band shirts? You don't have to give me exact numbers. Just like, is there like a lot or none at all? I'm very curious because I have an image in my brain. And it's not a mean one. But I've definitely seen that guy at the LGS. Good lad, but definitely like I would not be surprised if they're wearing like a Mastodon shirt. Go back up certain game. Yeah, I mean, sometimes like you could always just get someone else to like kind of do that. You know that's fair, Coop. That's fair. I was just curious off the top of my head. Yeah, I can also imagine a soul patch as well. I can do that. I can totally do that. But yeah, no, those people are like legitimately like really nice pillars of the community. So like, hell yeah, good for that guy. How you doing? Game's not so good. How you doing, Fred? I have a lot of black shirts that are band shirts. Got him! We fucking got his ass. Like, there are see the pecs. The thing is, I also would agree that guy is ripped. Generally, I've seen there's a. How you doing, Mayonnaise? God, your name is long. Oh, Mayonnaise on an escalator going up. Oh, okay. I was like, what the fuck is your name? That suddenly makes a lot more sense now you've explained it. You have two? Hell yeah, let's go. What are you doing? Oh, yeah, I want to get some skins. I'm going to do probably some of this, like, deep magenta. Maybe, like, 1 drop deep magenta, maybe, like, 2 drops that skin color, and just start getting some skin going. See how that goes. The group is strong of wit. Well, hell yeah, let's go. I do have the Black Godzilla shirt. I also have the Black Godzilla shirt. Hell yeah, let's go. Solidarity. My outside of like my elven outfit is I'm very funny. Where like when I'm in my human disguise, I look exactly like you would expect. Like don't like if you ever like see me deep undercover, just imagine. Just imagine, and you're probably right. You're probably right. Whatever you're imagining, don't change a thing. Yeah, I'm weird though. Where like I generally like rock stuff, but I also tend to be more into like folk punk and stuff as well. I don't know. I grew up with a lot of rock, and I do like it. But like when I'm seeking out my own music, it's not usually my go-to. It's usually not my go-to kind of genre. All my shirts are fucking mistakes. All my shirts are fucking mistakes, which is now doubled the fact that like I now have 2 shirts by Soy Milk, and they make me look like a crazy person. I'm trying to think. My primary let's see, what band shirts do I have? I have some band shirts for Screaming Females, which is a band that I enjoy greatly, and they were touring in my area like once many a moon ago. Yeah, Rachel. Also, yeah, that tracks. Yeah, you got Angry Twig, or you got Muscles. How you doing, Orloving? Nice. Yeah, my musical tastes are all over the place. They are certainly. The thing is, like, I do tend to like a lot of like Vocaloid, like vocal weird music stuff like that, which is fun. But it does make it really hard to describe like what music I'm listening to other people. They're like, oh, okay then. I don't know what this weeb shit is, but you live your life, Hal. I'm like, okay. Story and stuff. You know, that also tracks. I do like that, like sometimes there are like stereotypes and sometimes they're like, yeah, I like the ones that are real but also like not malicious. I find those really fun. Yeah, mine's like eight. Let's see. Usually ones I listen to: AJJ, Days and Days, That Handsome Devil. Electric Six is a group that I've liked forever, but I just haven't listened to in a hot minute. Richard Cheese. What else do I listen to a lot? From terms of just actual like honest to god musicians. Ghost Mice. I need to look at my list. Yeah. Two factions to judge. All right, so what do Tau and Tyrannid say about someone asking for a friend? Oh no. If I go by the stereotype I've seen on the internet, which I can't vouch for, without once again without any malice or trying to be mean, that does kind of read like I don't know. Let's see. Kind of like either a lady or maybe someone sort of like feminine presenting, maybe. Not 100%. Not 100%. We'll also play the high school fair. I actually just like that kind of like typical player combo for that a lot. Once again, it's not like a surefire thing though. Let's see. You know, what does Thousand Sons and Custodes mean? You hate yourself, but just in terms of painting. Actually, Custodes aren't too hard to do. I feel like a Custodes and Thousand Sons player is somebody who's like really into the books. Like someone who's like really into the novels for their stuff. Gold trim fan, yeah. Someone who really likes to color gold and just doesn't like having free time. Let's see. Yeah, what else? The thing is, if I have to put my two armies ahead of, like, if I have to list them, I guess mine would be, like, what do I say is like my it's like, the thing is, like, do I stick to 40k? Because, like, do I do Skaven and Wordbearers maybe as like that, or do I do like Death Guard and Wordbearers maybe? Do I do Chaos Knights and Wordbearers? Probably have to include Death Guard somewhere in there. I have to do Death Guard in there somewhere. Oh yeah, we haven't seen them yet. They're just out there still like hammering on that trim. I believe they'll make it out someday. I love gold. The funny, God, I got temporarily into a little, like, I have to stop myself sometime because my brain will start to plan projects sort of like ahead of my own body. And I remember the thing I was like, I wonder what people are using the Stormcast to do kit bashes for Custodes, because I do have a lot of Stormcast bits kicking around. And apparently the answer is yes. A lot of Custodes players personally don't like it, but they're also like, well, if you do it, I'm not a fan and I would never do it myself, but if somebody played that, I wouldn't stop them. See, Black Templar, listen, I think Black Templars are fine and Krieg are fine, but if you find someone who only enjoys Black Templars and Krieg, you have to watch what they say on Twitter. You have to see if they're going to get banned within the next 3 months or not. If someone likes Black Templars and Kriegers, and like if they start mentioning crime statistics, you got to get out of there. Oh yeah, I imagine, yeah, like Sanguinary Guard and stuff like that would do good with a lot of Stormcast bits. Like, cause like I do got some, and like I have Stormcast. They're not like a main army. It's just like, you know that effect of like you just kind of work on like you just get enough starter sets and you just end up like I technically have Marines, like vanilla Marines. And yeah, I guess that's true. I guess I need to update that because Twitter, you can kind of just do whatever now. You can just kind of do whatever. Meanwhile, I get slightly shadow banned because God forbid I decide to like link my stream. Dear God, I decide to link my stream a lot and also upload spinny pictures of my minis. Twitter does not like that. It'll let me post, but it'll definitely hide my shit. I've seen that happen. Fucking algorithm. Yeah. Giving away Stormcast do be it. Like, I generally like them enough. For me, once again, Stormcast get 100% better if you're placed ahead. You're placed ahead, and Stormcast are going to be like a significantly better, like, looking army. It's going relatively nice. He's not okay. So like, it's got a bunch of tubes and stuff in there. I don't know how much of the tubes I should make flesh or not. Like, eventually the face is going to be like flesh. He's got the big fucking chunky metal bullshit. I'm just investigating which angle I should hit him on with that. Don't call 63. Yeah, that. Jesus Christ. But yeah, I have an okay amount. Yeah, I guess if we're going Trench Crusade, at this point, like I play most factions more than Grail now. I think I mentioned this before that I was into Grail, and I'm still into Grail. But another person in my group wanted to do Grail because like I actually like convinced them. They're like, I want to do like a Horde army that behaves like X, Y, and Z. I was like, oh, actually no, you just kind of want to play Black Grail. That's kind of exactly what you want. And they were like, oh, and it was. So because of that, because of that, I just kind of like soft seeded the faction to them. Like I still got the models and I still play with them and whatnot every now and then. But like out of all the campaigns armies I'm running, none of them are Grail. Which is sad because they're in a more fun spot than they were when I started. Because that like when I started playing Grail, they didn't have the all the knights and the knight customization stuff, which is really really banging. All the knight customization stuff you can do now is really really cool. Like Grail devotees did not exist at the time. I gotta get like deep in that gooch. First, I could see a Doctor Doom helmet working. I'm going to say, even though, so I have, I guess Death Guard and Chaos Knights. I'm slowly building my way to like more Word Bearers. I think I generally like Word Bearers more, but in just terms of what I got more. I guess it's kind of weird because like I like Chaos Knights and like they're cool in the lore, but there's just like not a lot going on there. In terms of like fluff and stuff, it's like, what's Chaos Knights? They're knights, but they're evil, and like they show up in stories sometimes as like an antagonist or whatever. But you don't get a lot of the like ethos or like character to them, so it feels weird just to kind of identify with them. Like I would almost rather say Death Guard and Word Bearers. I think Death Guard and Word Bearers would get me a lot more mileage, even though, like I said, got me some Night Boys, who I do like. Don't get me wrong. It's just that once you're getting into like the lore stuff, you know, you're kind of lacking, unfortunately. The Prussians. I mean, I think Prussians are coming to Trench Crusade like soonish. I think they're like relatively coming soon. Garden Space Marines. What Space Marines though? Oh god, you know what's another? You know what's like another like idea that like I gotta stop getting these like 3rd edition books because I keep reading about armies and I'm like, ooh, this seems neat. Are you guys familiar with the 13th Company of Space Wolves? They were basically Space Wolves that like went out into the Eye of Terror to chase like the fleeing traitors. And they've been stuck there doing like guerrilla war for fucking forever. All of them are like heavily wolfen cursed. And like in the stuff they describe, I really like how they're like in the books are like, yeah, since they don't have a supply chain, they just rip armor off of Chaos Space Marines and like cut off the insignias and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, that would be really fun. Also, how are you doing, Baconator 2? And thank you for the Prime sub. Thank you. It's sad that Baconator 1 died in a grease fire accident, but I'm glad that you're here to carry on the tradition. What are you working on? What are you working on, Shazra? But yeah, I think they're really neat conceptually, but I even like put together like, well, if I were to build that in 3rd edition, how many models would I need? And it's a lot. It's like somewhere in the ballpark of like 30 models. Not like 30 Marines and then a bunch of wolves, which isn't like the worst. Oh, you're actually working on the 13th. Oh, fuck yeah. Let's go. Hell yeah. They seem neat. They seem neat, but that's also like, I can't do that. I have too many other projects. I can't do that. I have limited time and too many projects. It's the worst. Fucking worst. So it's like, so that might just stay like, oh, that's neat. And maybe come back to it later. Yeah. For me, I didn't have a specific Chaos God in mind. I just really like the idea of just like, I'm really big on the idea of like things switching sides. And I just really like the idea of just like someone just taking the Chaos armor and just kind of like welding it onto other stuff and still just kind of making it look like fuck you, we're reconsecrating this armor, we're bringing it home, boys. I thought that was kind of neat, but yeah, the time investment that would require to actually make that real is just like not feasible, especially because I got like a billion other things going on. You want to do blueberries? I got you. I'm sorry you think that way. No, they're like, that's like Blood Angels are fine. Blood Angels are fine, but yeah, no, Ultramarines are fine. They're I will continue to use their models for my Minotaurs though, because it's funny. Thank you for the hydrate. Let me do that real quick. See, I'm fine with them not making a distinction, because then you just kind of use whatever, like, are they renegade? Like, if they're renegades, they should just like use kind of like typical stuff. Like, they should just use the regular Imperial like Space Marine Codex. But like, if they're the kind of renegades that are like dipping into Chaos maybe a little bit, but are still think they're loyal, maybe then go to Chaos stuff. I think that's still fine. Like a new model. You know what? That's fair. That is the thing. I think someone just straight up. I think they just revealed a new, like, lieutenant or something. I don't know. There was a Marine that I think is going to be part of like a book tie-in for Ultramarines that was like leaked or spoiled or something like that. Like I don't know if it's like an official thing or if that was just like something that got out early or whatever. Yeah, new captain guy. Oh, okay. So that was a Germany leak. How you doing? How you doing, nobody? Welcome. So yeah, I guess that's true, that's fair. If you want like new shit every 3 seconds, going Ultramarines is a solid plan. I cannot give you shit for that, because that is like a legitimate, like, solid strategy to guarantee that like your faction will never be forgotten and you'll have new models forever. Meanwhile, Grey Knights will, like, you know, continue to use models they've had for like 20 years now. Fuck it, Ultramarines need a new captain. Why? The book. Oh, isn't the Dawn of Fire? There's like is that the series where it's like technically takes place before a lot of the other stuff that's gone down with the? I know they did like a weird prequel series that was a strange choice, and I don't remember if that was it or not. But yeah, they are the box art boys, so they get the box art boy privileges. So, like, you know, I do Chaos though, which is like, you know, the bad guy Space Marine, so they still get like a decent amount of stuff. I can't complain too much. Human evolution of a refresh. Yeah. Eventually, everyone will truly become Star Children, and then eventually, Grey Knights will happen. Did a meme? Nande. How you doing, rookie? I don't recognize the meme immediately, but hell yeah. How you doing? Currently working on this Obliterator by just doing some fleshy base coating on there. How you doing? Obliterator? I hardly. I did. The Obliterator did do a fuckload of work when I ran it, which was very, very nice. Yeah, currently right now it is just Leshen and whatnot, which seems to be going pretty good. Like, I'll need to touch up like the armor bits and some other nonsense, but like right now this is going pretty. How back is that? Is that still wet? I should probably rinse that brush. Oh. Yeah. Exactly. So that's what I was thinking, Rancho. That's why I heard it. That feels like a weird time to do books. Like, we're so beyond that. Like, that feels like a really weird era, because like you're not like, I don't know if there's like information that like needed to be told. I also don't know if, like, you know, but also everybody kind of knows how that goes. Like, I understand that like the stakes in Warhammer is always good. Like 40K is gonna be really goofy because, like, you know, anyone who's actually real important can't be killed. But like. God forbid you're a Space Marine chapter that was introduced in a book, because you're not going to have a good time. You're not going to have a good time in that. But, like, if you're a long-standing chapter, things are going to get fucked. Also, that's all good, Coop. Have yourself a good night. Take it easy, yo. I mean, if you want loyalist Iron Warriors, just do Minotaurs, yo. Just do Minotaurs. The writers already confirmed that they got they're effectively successors to Iron Warriors. Yeah, Lucius always dies, but he comes back. How you doing, Grind? How you doing? Welcome. Or Lamenters and Scythes. Yeah, that's true. That's true. How much were the Scythes mentioned before their book? Like, I know they had in the Fabius Bile, in the Call book, they were sort of introduced already pre-wrecked. Like, did they have a lot of representation before that? Yeah, both those guys have a great. It's weird. Emperor's Children both don't have a great time and have a great time. Like, in the moment, they're like, yeah, like, oh, I love doing a gallon of PCP, but also, like, it always seems like they're like, man, this life fucking sucks. I miss when the Emperor's Children are really funny in the books because they have the same cadence of like, you know, the idea of like a frat boy that sort of never stopped partying, like the guy that like never like sort of quit that lifestyle, and they're now like 30, like late 30s, early 40s. Like they can't get as drunk as they used to be. Things are shutting down. Like it's everybody's moved on, but they're just always like, man, things are so much better when like the crew was together and we get fucking like shithouse wasted every night. We should do that again. And like everybody else is like, we can't do that again. That's not going to happen again, buddy. Like that happens in so many Emperor's Children books. Like people keep saying, especially like the Fabius Bile books are just like Bile, bro, we should get the squad together, bro. Just be like old times, bro. You could do all your experimentation, bro, and whatnot, and we could snort meth. It would be great. Snort meth, but whatever, you know what I mean. And then Fabius Bile is like, no, we can't do that anymore. That was cringe and also not sustainable. I'm busy making my beautiful new men. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want to be in charge anymore. I don't want to be in charge of you. Get out. Get out of here. They're like, well, we got some stuff you need. It's like, oh, fine. I'll do this one time, but then I'm out of here. I'm out of here. Fabius Bile. Feel bad for the Nurgle. Why? Nurgle's living a good time. Nurgle's living his best life. It's everybody's worshiping him. Like basically been like gaslight gate kept girl boss into like turbo depression. His backpack would be down for it. Yeah, for sure. You're getting beer. Oh, we're just talking about who's having the best time in 40k and who's not having a good time. Who's not having a good time is typically like anytime they introduce a new Space Marine chapter for a book. Like it's really funny because in the Shrouded Hand they introduced the Nova Legion, which there's already Nova Marines. They're a if I remember right, they're a fucking like what's it called, Ultramarine successor chapter. But this guy just released a Nova Legion, and they're the exact same. Like I'm pretty sure he just accidentally reintroduced a new chapter just so they could get wrecked in his book. How you doing, Icarus? How you doing? Guess Dante's not having a good time. The guard depends on the guard. A lot of times they're not, but sometimes they are. Sometimes they're having a night time. I just found that was really funny though, that they're like, you like, I wonder if like they because like the Nova Marines also get wrecked in some of their own shit. So I don't know why you need to make another one. I don't know why you need to make another basically clone of this chapter to also get wrecked. It's a weird choice. I don't know what led to that. Looks like this base coating's going pretty well though. Yeehaw, let's go. That's got sad. Oh yeah, I would be sad if I turned happy little lad into soup. Yeah, Harlequins are generally having a good time. Like even they were having a good time to the point that I found them infinitely frustrating in the Fabius Bile books. To date, every time I read a book, I generally like, you know what, this faction's pretty cool. I think the two factions that I've came off with a worse opinion after the books are the Admech and the Harlequins. I found the Harlequins just insufferable. Just cryptic and insufferable in their books. In the book that they showed up in. There wasn't necessarily their books, but like they showed up in the story, they made the story annoying, and then they ollied out, and I'm like, you know what? I previously liked you a lot more. I'm gonna have to like dial this down now. I have to tune down my enjoyment meter. Oh yeah, and orcs are 100% having the best time. Like, I think objectively, orcs are having the best time, and I don't think you could really dispute that. Good. Got some, like, funky... Some of these funky tubes are also just going to get painted with, like, a glow color later, so I'm not super worried about, like, what they look like. Well, the thing is, like, I'm pretty sure, like, let me double check the wiki. I might be getting some of this info wrong, but I don't believe I am. Let's see this. You know what Elder Law felt? What do you mean Gooner Legion? Let's see. Oh god, I still need to, Day of Ascension. I don't think I've done Day of Ascension yet. I still want to do Cult of the Spiral Dawn, which I forget if that's also Day of Ascension. Basically, the Peter Favarelli Gene Stealer book. Let's see. Nova Legion. Let's see. Okay, so Nova Marines. Nova Marines are a successor chapter of the Ultramarines. Their color scheme is blue and white, according to Lexiconum. The Nova Legion are Ultramarine successor chapters. Does it mention what they look like? Blue. I'm pretty sure they barely have. Their only mention is directly in the Lexiconum article for the Sons of the Hydra, but I'm fairly certain in that book they were described as blue and white. Like, I think they just straight up either made like a version that they could wreck or just forgot that the other Legion was real. I've not done any Iron Warriors yet. I have not actually. They say neat. They're just kind of low on my list. Oh yeah, no. Like, Nova Marines have been around for a while, but like the Nova Legion got wrecked. But I mean, it was consistent though. Like, it was consistent the entire book. They didn't fix it. They either made a version that could be basically killed off, because basically I think the Nova Legion more or less got like killed. The book spoiler starts out with their Fortress Monastery getting the shit wrecked. So I think the implication is like they're like, well, we can't just kill all the Nova Marines for a incredibly... Listen, Sons of the Hydra is a fun book. I mean, sorry, Shrouded Hand is... No, Sons of the Hydra is a fun book, but it is a stupid book. And if you tried to ruin a Legion that has actually got like some backstory to it for a stupid book like that, I think the people that likes the Nova Marines would be upset. Yeah, Nova Legion, straight up. Like, That's what I'm thinking, Rancher. I think they wanted to say Nova because, like, listen, everything about that book, Son of the Hydra, was stupid and fun, but incredibly stupid. They do get, the funny thing, Nova Marines do get wrecked, but yeah, check these out. There we go. So yeah, there we go. Nova Legion. They show up in one book. Their goal is just to get wrecked. That's it. That's their glorious backstory. Where's my turquoise? Yeah, I want to do a little bit of turquoise and stuff on here. I mean, I have some other... Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm full of... Like, because, like, there's other times, like, there's so many times that, like, a chapter will show up in a book, and I've never heard of them before, and they get wrecked. Actually, I think Nova Marines still get fucked up in Lords of... I think they get fucked up in Lords of Silence. I think in Lords of Silence, they're the Marines that get bullied in that book. Let me double check. Lords of Silence... Luckily, Lexiconum is Lords, no, different. Okay, that's a different one then. So many random Marines that just get wrecked. Oh yeah, the perpetual guy. Yeah. I only saw Ollie a little bit, and he was fine. I still don't like perpetuals. I still think perpetuals are a mistake. Painting dirt. Oh wait, why are you using contrast for dirt stuff? That feels excessive. Get that there. He's also got Chaos Star. Also got these little bits. Tim, the last Catholic. Then once he ascends to become the Emperor too, and then lets everyone know that there is only one. There's only one more War Master you should care about, and that was Jesus. Amen, brothers. Oh, as their armies. I mean, that is really cool. I mean, I even like, listen, I like the Minotaurs, but they got some time in the sunlight because they were part of like the Bad Ab War. But like, prior to that, they were absolutely a nobody chapter. And then the grand scheme of things, they're not like that famous. How you doing, Top Hat? Welcome. How you doing? I do like every time that like the Codex Astartes stuff is really funny because like anytime the Ultramarines are about to do something, basically every Ultramarine successor chapter also shows up to the point where it's like they're functionally a legion. They basically will like every now and then like there will be one that's just off doing its own weird thing, but for the most part, they just kind of roll up collectively as a big old fucking squad. Did he really? Is the implication that Jesus is the Emperor in this? I know that there was at one point the implication that the Emperor was like a bunch of famous shamans throughout history, and I don't remember how canon that is anymore. I don't know if that's one of those things that got like retconned out or just kind of like quietly ignored until people just like shut up. Was the Emperor Jesus? I kind of hope not. I'd kind of rather the Emperor not be Jesus if I'm going to be honest, but whatever. Yeah, the Ultramarines try to do it with bureaucracy. Also, like, anytime the, listen, Blood Angels, people. Every fucking, like, out of every chapter, basically other than, like, a handful, every Blood Angel successor chapter is just Blood Angels in different colors. Like, I swear. It's like the Marines, Resplendent, and the Lamenters. Those are the two off the top of my head that I can think of that are Blood Angel successors that aren't just Blood Angels, but like, what makes you different from the Blood Angels? Well, our armor is black with red, not red with black. Uh-huh. Oh, he's a Bamboo 60. Oh yeah, no, this guy is on a 50 millimeter base. He's significantly bigger than a regular Terminator. I don't have a Terminator on my desk right now. Yeah. Exactly, Top Hat. It's like, how you doing? How you doing, Morphin? Welcome. I'm currently doing a Word Bearers Obliterator because I like the Word Bearers a lot. We're also just making fun of how all the Blood Angel successors are just Blood Angels. No, bro, it's different. We got like a slightly different. We got slightly different insignia. Look. This one is not a blood teardrop. It's a blood river. It's different. Okay, it's different. They're functionally a similar Legion, yeah. Oh god, yeah, the Terminus degree stuff. That sounds real shitty. I actually don't think I've ever heard much about Dark Angel successor chapters. I know Space Wolves didn't really have successors until Primaris stuff, and now there's a couple. There's a couple Space Wolves Primaris chapters or whatever. Oh, hey. Fuck with the bases a little bit. Oh yeah, let's just do a little bit of dry brushing as a treat. Like I like to dry brush a wee bit. Get a little bit of light gray on this bad boy. Why you gotta be negative? I remember I tried to do the whole like be negative hand gesture. I was able to do it once, but it required like staring at it and practicing. I don't think I could not do it off the cuff anymore. Word Bearers, yeah. Oh, I do a bunch of Word Bearers stuff. No, the one from oh yeah, the one from Space King. Yeah, that one. Line Robo to me. Have they not met in lore much? It's really weird because every now and then G-dubs will have like a plot line that feels real big and they just kind of drop it and just kind of move on to other shit. Like, well, okay. Which, that's fine. I like it when things don't revolve around the Primarchs and stuff like that. Is that actually the Blood's gang sign? Oh. I don't think that's right. I think the Blood's gang sign is way simpler than that. You don't have to like fully curve up your fingers all silly. Hey, let's... Is it really? Hold on. Like... My Google searches are gonna be... No shit! Okay, then. Well, okay. Huh, alright. Oh, yeah, let's go. Oh, funny you should mention that, Morvin. I'm still working on them. Grab the lads. Grab the lads real quick. I'm currently like sort of working on this incredibly shitty well, kind of not shitty. I'm doing some like Gal Vorbak possessed using Mark 6 bodies and some of the really old possessed kits. I got the really old possessed kits at my local shop for like $15 for the entire set. So like I did a bit of kit bash and they look actually like reasonably well. I need to work on their trim some more and some other touch-ups and stuff. They're not quite ready yet, but they're getting there. I want to do word bears for I brush the base a little bit. No, not my position, please. I'm only a dork on the internet. Don't be mean to me. Synquatus blew up. I'm not surprised. Like knowing the internet loves to apply boners to everything. So like there's been like saucy variations of all the Primarchs for fucking forever. I still find it really funny that like there are like 40k Yume Joes doing some stuff out there. Most of them are into Kurs. I do think that if Yume Joshi were just like directed to like the correct locations of 40k, I think they would have a great time. I think there are Yume Joshi that would absolutely go fuck nuts, buck nasty wild for like 40k and 30k if they only knew where to look. Because on the surface, 40k doesn't seem like a Yume Joe friendly franchise, but like once you get into the weeds, it's got the bones for it. Ooh, yo, Whoop Talons, let's go. Yeah, I've been currently making Possess is a lot of fun. I've been currently just using a bunch of like old models to do some Possessed. Like if I have like a Marine torso for like kit bash reasons, and I just don't have anything to do with it, I have been converting them into Possessed. So like I got this guy who's made of like a Primaris lad and some of the Bestiarum Daemonettes. If you guys want to see a real goofy motherfucker, behold! Behold the lads. So ages ago, I got a bunch of these like Mark II bodies, but they're itty bitty. So and they're just missing some parts. Apparently they used to be Crimson Fists, which I just find it funny that they still had that stuff on there. So I've combined them into one. I've combined them into Mr. Big Steppy, and I'm currently waiting till probably tonight to print out like a demon to put here and some arms. I have an idea what I want to put there. Oh yeah, I exhausted them. I'm thinking about Chaos Spawn and stuff like that. I also got these sort of Slaneshi Chaos Spawn that I've been working on. They're not done yet, but they're very close. Not Codex approved, but I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah. Men spread Mark II. I'm going with the idea that they were somehow, like, by a weird coincidence, twins that managed to get both inducted into the Crimson Fists. But when a daemon got a hold of one of them, the other one also fell, so they just kind of got merged into one singular being. I think they're always good. The problem is, it's like I could have kept them the same, but they're actually small even compared to like the new Heresy scale. They just looked itty bitty to every other Marine I had, so I was like, I gotta do something with them. I have to do something with them, and that's what I'm gonna do. And yeah, never let your dreams be dreams. I'm gonna stick a corn demon right and. Oh yeah, when your balls are stuck to your pants and like you gotta waddle out of there. Oh god. Anyway. All right, this lad. What do I want to do now? Honestly, I'm more of a turnip and Trench Crusade player. I have played 40k-ish recently, but it was specifically 3rd edition. But I feel you on that. It's fun. It's fun to do. It's fun to do your own like lore for your lads. It's the good shit. Anyway. Touch up the red in some of these spots. Yeah, that actually wouldn't be a bad idea. Just get some of them. Oh, he's also he's got some other metals that I just missed entirely. I think getting those would be good. I will fully admit I don't know who Armilius Dynat is. Can't art of the you would say that. I don't know. I think, like, also too, you got to be honest. Yume Joshi are not being conventionally attractive is not a requirement for them. It's really not. Like the amount of them that will like fall in love with like toasters and shit is like pretty. It's pretty high up there. Like it's I think Yume Joes can learn to love a bald man. I think that's the implication we're getting. I understand that a lot of 40k characters are bald. I think Yume Joes could enjoy a bald lad. But I think there's some other options. I think there's some other options as well. Can date anything, yeah. God, I understand why people like date everything, but I saw somebody, like a friend of mine, play that, and I think everything about that game made me annoyed. Yeah, there are Northern Lion Yume Joes. Yes. Yeah, exactly. Oh, my Obliterator Flesh is, I think like 1 drop Vallejo Deep Magenta, and then like 2 drops Proacral Beige Red. This is definitely just like a first layer. I want to go more and more into the beige. Also, like the next mix will probably be a bit more. I just have like a bunch of other like little metal bits I need to hit up first before I go too much more in there. Yeah, ignore the, yeah, it's wild. Actually kind of weird that, like, for me, it seems like a lot of the people that liked Germa at one point just kind of, like, aged out of Germa and into Northern Lion. And I don't know much about either of them, to be honest. But it has been fascinating just seeing this kind of, like, go about. Okay. This hand is entirely metal. The knuckles aren't, which I'll need to go back and fix the knuckles. Early on that. Touch that up later. Put a business card size photo in there. Oh, that's nice. I really like modular merch like that. I think modular merch like that's really neat. Do that. Let's go. Just add some hair squigs. Yeah, hair squigs will make it work. 2 Twin Crimson Fist. Oh yeah, we can do something like that. Like for right now, I have basically no lore for like any of my possessed, but any of my possessed are made of recycled bits. I've been just recycling bits into possessed, and it's been a lot of fun. If you guys got like, let's say, if you got spare marine torsos, you should do that. Oh, here's like here's another thing. Here's a Dark Apostle that I ripped over. I ripped out like the arms and a lot of the stuff for some other kit bashes. So I was printing this like Chaos Horse that I was going to like use for like a turnip thing that I just didn't. So I was like, yeah, he's gonna be good. I just gotta do some like flesh filler and whatnot. Yeah, I vaguely remember for a while he was just a Binding of Isaac guy. And I guess he just finished Isaac, which as somebody who's played Binding of Isaac on and off over the years, that's an impressive feat to run out of Isaac. I think I stopped at some point where it was just like getting some of the tainted characters was just too much of an annoyance. So I just kind of dialed it back. Oh yeah, I'm not surprised you found random merch at the con, but hell yeah. Hopefully you got all the random merch you wanted. Hell yeah. Definitely need to touch up the flesh. Once again, I'm realizing that this guy's just gonna have just like details for days that'll just need to be touched and stuff like that. Yeah. Oh god. Yeah. The German Rat video. I was introduced to him through that, and also I've only seen one of his streams, was like with the Dollhouse one, which didn't. It was like a stream that was like conceptually very neat. Like he definitely put a lot of time and money into it, but I was just like, I don't know, this is not really for me, so I just kind of ducked out at that point. Oh god, that sounds painful. To triple platinum Isaac. Oh boy. Oh no. That's a must. Thank you for the sub. Thank you. Oh shit, 16 months. Let's go. Yeah. Bezos Bucks and Middle Stream. Hell yeah. Yeah, you should fish your Obliterators. Fuck yeah, you should do it. The lads are nice. The lads do be nice. Realizing that there's gonna be a bunch of. This is definitely a guy that's going to need like a little bunch of touch-ups and a bunch of little details. But the more I get him looking good, the better he's going to look. It's just how that's nothing. I just basically said, but basically, you know, every little bit's is gonna do some stuff. Oh, you got a mid-roll. Oh yeah, so I guess that means my delay stuff I think is working. Yippee! That's good confirmation to know that delaying some of the ads like that actually does kind of help a bit. Yeah, I guess once you do that, you kind of move on. Yeah, I do. Oh, he's the guy from Hero Masters. Okay, I have not read that one yet. That one is, I need to read the Shrouded Hand, which apparently is a much better book than Sons of the Hydra, and then from there go on to do some more. Another similar knuckle situation, which I can fix up. I've heard that they're like relatively okay in the Fabius Bile detachment because you can give them like extra ballistics or like extra melee and stuff, and they're like a pretty flexible all-rounder unit that will benefit from pretty much like. I think they're one of the units that like if you roll any of the perks from Fabius Bile, they're like pretty decent. Like it's hard to go wrong with like any of those. This one's got more active claws on it. I think these claws should normally be like the same armor color. I'm gonna go mechanical on these because it'll just make it easier for me. Also, I think I just stick out a bit more if I do it like that. How you doing, Marfin? Welcome. Yeah, I could see that. I could see feeling space hulk from this guy. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, it would be good if they're better in pack bound. That's fair. He's also got these little guns, like. Wedged in here. This metal's a little bit similar to the color I use for the trim, but I actually don't think I don't think that matters that much. I might add some like rust effects and stuff too at a certain point. Where's Heresy Evola? Ooh, okay. I haven't really super looked into a lot of the like Heresy era like unique character stuff, mostly just because they're never in stock. Also, my only real interest is getting. I mean, I think I would like to get most of the Word Bearer's Heresy range, but they're like really expensive. They're really expensive, and like I don't know if I could justify dropping like $100 for like a set of 5 Gal Vorback because no. And I understand that there's like recasters and stuff, but like yeah, they're not that big on the list to get anyway then. Because I could just get bash my own too as well, which I think is more fun. Yeah, I have not tried Duolingo. I used to, like, the thing is, I used to take Japanese, so I've definitely, like, atrophied in the language. I'd like to get, like, back into the saddle. And I was thinking about using, like, a service like Duolingo or whatever, but apparently they're just all bad, and I need to, if I want to get better at the language again, or just back into the language again, I just need to do, like, more proper stuff, which I just don't got the time to do. So. If I never get like back to being like eyed at Japanese, it's not the like the end of the world, but it would have been nice. Would have been nice if there was a more convenient way. Yeah, the thing is, I don't think demons are going to get fully wrapped in. I think they're just going to get like squatted because they can be used in Age of Sigmar, unless they theoretically make 40k specific demons, which could be a thing. I could see them doing that. Fourth year, I guess. I don't know if there's like a formal grading system that I was part of, but like I took 4 years in high school and 3 years in college along with a kanji course, which was the devil. The kanji course was probably like my least favorite moment in education ever. It was just a stern Japanese man who's like, all right, this week, memorize 20 kanji. All right, next week, memorize 20 kanji. All right, next week, memorize 20 kanji. Also, here's an exam. You need to remember all 100 kanji I taught you. All right, we're going to do that again. And, like, I'm someone who's bad with memory. I've always been bad with memory stuff. And I understand that kanji to some degree is rote memorization, but, like, he didn't really teach. He just kind of just, like, dropped the list on us every week and was like, fucking do it. Like, it was kind of like exemplifies sort of like the worst experiences of like any education thing I've ever been in. It was just him. It was just him basically just saying, just like, get fucked, study, I guess. Kamonji ever gonna get, I don't know, has Kamonji showed up in 40k in a hot minute? I know he was around during the Heresy when he got like dunked on, but I don't know if he's done anything since. Like a symbolic language. That's fair. I will fully admit that my interest in Japanese is just for like video game and weeb bullshit. Like it's a very shallow reason to be into a language, but I'm gonna be honest with it because that's just what I'm into. Yeah, the thing is, like, I had great Japanese teachers prior to that. My high school Japanese teacher was a a Japanese lady who was really sweet, and she really fucking loved Eric Clapton. Oh my god, that woman loved Eric Clapton so fucking much. She really, really liked Eric Clapton, and she was just like a very nice teacher. I'm really sad though, because they used to do like yearly trips to Japan, and like my family couldn't afford that. My family couldn't afford that, but that was sort of like a big thing every year, and I just had to be like, well, everyone have fun in Japan. I guess I'll see you guys when you get back. Bring me some stuff back, I guess. That was the fucking worst. I didn't mind like my economic status growing up a huge amount, but that was like the one time that hurt. Where I was like, man. And like I understand going to Japan is expensive. So I understand why my family could not afford that shit. I was fully aware of the circumstances. Still sucked though. That still felt bad. Yeah, I mean, it's like, the thing is like, I eventually got over it. Like I'm bringing it up now, but I'm not like lingering onto it. It's just like a life fact, really. But so I can understand video games. Hey, I mean, it works. You like, once again, Nintendo, your English is really good. Like I would not have known that like you learned it through video games. Which is also just goes through the usual thing of people who are like, sorry, my English isn't so great, and they give you the best English you've ever heard, and you're like, what the fuck? Why is this humbleness like this? Oh, cow, because she couldn't reach a cow. That's, oh god, yeah, no, my teacher was a supreme womanlet, and I don't mean she was like short, like haha Japanese woman short. I mean like this lady was like, I want to say like 4 foot tall. She was itty bitty. She was like a tiny little gnome lady, and like not like what's the best way to say this? Have you guys ever seen that like meme of like Asian women aging where it's like 20s, 40s, and then they hit menopause, and then they poof, and then they turn into a tiny little lady? She was in the tiny little lady stage. She was in that stage. She was just like, well, I'm short now. I have retracted. One size, yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot that the Kabanda defended Ball because he was pissed. Yeah, it's expensive. And like after that, like even my college friends went to Japan for a couple times, and I'm still like, I still can't afford this shit. Even now, I couldn't afford a trip to Japan, which I think if I wanted to, it would definitely take a bit. I would need to basically save for like an entire year. But I do want to go someday though. It is like a weeb rite of passage to go. Like there is things I would like to do there, but it's kind of lower on my totem pole now at this moment. Will chip in? No. The thing is, I wouldn't even want you guys to pay for a Japan trip. There's like, if I'm gonna be honest, there's other stream things that I would much rather get funded collectively for than like anything to do with me just going on a trip. Because that's neat, but it's also like, that's like really self-indulgent. You all do not, like, maybe you guys would maybe get like one stream, but otherwise it's just like, just sending nerd to Japan to do nerd shit. Cringe. Yeah, that was the kind of funny thing is like I've been like an anime and like manga video game dork in those classes, and like we did have similar dorks, but a lot of them got weeded out over the years. It's really funny just seeing someone just like, oh, I love fucking Naruto, kawaii, and then like as the courses of Japanese go onwards, the weak like got scrubbed. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, I guess I did get scrubbed off, but at least for me, it wasn't like a weeb thing. It was, or disillusion thing. It was just that like the kanji teacher just broke my spirit. I think genuinely, if I was given a different teacher, or honestly, if I just never took that kanji course. If I never took that kanji course, and I don't believe that was a requirement at the time. I think I just was like, I want to get better at kanji. Okay, I'll see the painting dirt later, to be fair. Yeah, I guess take lots of pictures and get funky models. Fair, I guess that could happen. Hey, I mean, if you want to learn Korean, Korea seems like a neat place. I don't have any strong personal desire to go there, but it does seem like a neat place. Yes, it is trim. I'm basically bouncing back and forth between like cleaning up some of the trim and then just adding some more. This guy, right? What's that? Oh, it's like right here. Something like that seems to work. Yeah, the strong American dollar would, like, now probably would be the time because of the strong American dollar, but yeah, no, it's still, there's other things I would rather do. You know what? Those are both good reasons. The food being bitching does sound pretty legit. Yeah, I wanted to do a dry brush on, not dry brush. Yeah, I did want to do a tarnished dry brush on. I'm hitting the point where it's like I'm trying to like touch up the trim a little bit and also just kind of, I airbrushed this guy initially with the same color I'm painting on right now. This is just like Nocturnal Red by Vallejo. But whenever I airbrush this red, it always comes on like a bit lighter. I think it's just the nature of an airbrush base coat. So, oh, camera good? Camera good. I just saw like a wee bit of camera lag. I was like, oh fuck. Okay. A little bit on there, a little bit on there. Up. I mean, the thing is, nothing is good in like a cyberpunk way in real life. Like cyberpunk in like media is fun, but like none of us are gonna be chromed out street samurai. We're all just like suffering the sad parts of cyberpunk without getting the cool augmetics. How you doing, Shadow? Welcome, 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 and thank you for the sub. Static grass? Not really. I have some, and I've used it a little bit, but I don't have like a proper static grass applicator, which seems to be like the thing you want to use to make it like really pop. I also typically paint my malls in like ruins and stuff, so I don't really need that kind of grass. Hey, it's all good, Mormon. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming by, yo. Glad you had fun. Yeah. I want to get me like it's one of those things that like I know you can build one. I know it's possible to build one, but it also is like in the same way of like modding like a GBA for like HDMI stuff. You can. It's not impossible. It seems like a big fucking hassle every time I look into it. Yeah, I know, right? Why aren't the Roombas mowing my lawn? I do know. I did look up. There are lawnmower Roombas, but they're like thousands of dollars. Yeah, that's true. Because like I mean, like even in Cyberpunk, even the heroes like generally like burn out or like go corpo or fucking die. Like no one's really having a great time in Cyberpunk. Arguably not even like the corpo heads, because they have to deal with other corps trying to like send assassins to them or whatever. Like even the biggest dick like fucking like Arakawa head is just going to like, you know, they have to watch their back at all times because the one day they let their guard down, some punk with a kill team just like ambushes them when they're taking a shit. So that's why all their toilets have guns. Like no one's having a good time, but like we don't even got like those fun bits to Cyberpunk, like the stuff that seems cool. Like that just doesn't exist. 60. Oh god, I don't think. I guess that's just one of those things you're just gonna put on like a good video or like a good audiobook or podcast or something. Just crank it out. Just crank that shit out. Oh god. Speaking about like fucking like AI art stuff, there's some chuckle fuck on my mini factory who has been. They're called like War Game Forge or whatever, and they're just shitting out AI renders of stuff and be like, "Hey, this is a model I released." It's bad enough that I contacted my mini factory, be like, you gotta do something about this. Like I did that on the weekend, so I do not expect them to like reach out to me yet. I'm not expecting a great answer, but like it sucks. Like if you go to the I'm gonna go like, yep. If you go to the just released designs, the top like 20 of them are just the same guy. They've been around for like 2 or 3 days and they've released 500 STLs. And there's like it's like they're just using AI to crank them out and it's flooding the fucking catalog. It sucks and I hate it. It looks like now they're finally starting to put like, this is what this model could like printed. Yeah, maybe it just works fast. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Probably just a hard worker, just working real fast. You can tell they're just using AI just to crank that out, and it sucks. Like, If it was just people just making their own shit and like not release it to the greater internet, I wouldn't be jazzed, but it would be whatever. The fact that every marketplace has to be blasted with slop makes me fucking furious. It's the fucking worst. The fucking worst. Because it's everywhere. Like I thought like minis would get away from that. And like there are weirdos that do AI like miniature painting where they'll just like take a Space Marine captain, they'll have an AI put paint on it, and it always looks bad, but it's like, but why? Like that's the fun part of the hobby is doing that. The fun part of the hobby is putting the stuff together. It's fun. It's fun to do this. And like I guess some people don't have fun painting, and that's fine, but you know, there's ways around that. Other than just like taking a blank model, just going like, AI, paint this guy like an ultramarine and just uploading that online. Like you're not fooling anyone. You're not enriching yourself. The actual model is not painted. Like why did you do this? I genuinely don't understand the mindset of these people. It's very bizarre. Are they hoping for like accolades that like are very obvious to everyone that like they're doing that? Oh, it's very strange. Do not like. There. Gotta get. Oh, this is the angles. Like if there was like I will say like the Neurosama stuff is neat because like once again it's just somebody just fucking that like individually, and they are creating art, like they are doing a thing with it, but there's so many just things that are just like somebody learned that you could just do a thing. Just like do a thing in AI and we'll just blast everywhere forever, nonstop. And it's like I don't understand why these marketplaces don't like crack down on that shit. Like I'm assuming that this person started on the weekend and that's why my mini factory doesn't have hasn't done anything about it yet. I'm hoping. I'm very afraid that my mini factory is just gonna be like, well, it seems legit. Yeah, I guess that is true that some people do look at the internet as like a system to be cheated and gamified, which just sucks because I like the internet as like a place for like self-expression and being a weirdo and like enjoying things. And it just kind of sucks that that's not like the main, like that used to be the mainstream opinion of the internet, but that's also when the internet was like smaller. And now that you just get flooded out by everything else. Makes me sad. That's why I asked him. I could not find if they had an AI policy or not. Or at the very least, I would like some way just like, if somebody does decide to upload like 300 images, once again, 500 STLs over the course of like legitimately 2 days. Like this is during the fucking summer sale. Other people who are like legitimately like trying to get sales during the summer sale. The summer sale is really great, actually. There are people that do like STLs for like 50% off. I've bought so much shit during the summer sale. For people who are not 3D printers, the My Mini Factory summer sale, it's like the Steam sale, but back when the Steam sales were good. Do you remember like during the Steam sales where you would find shit you've been wanting to get for like 50% off and not just like a token like 10%? That's what the My Mini Factory summer sales are. I'll like bookmark STLs and just pick them up later because I was just like, oh, I don't need these right now. But maybe I'll need that later. And if I like turned out not to need them, but I still got them on the summer sale stuff, I'll pick them up sometimes. It's really, really good. But like, it's hard for people to release new models because some chucklefuck with his AI thing is just shitting out like 3,000 like Rocky Alcove, but made entirely with just like AI shit. And the funny thing is the guy says on the bio, like, he says, I use AI to like generate some ideas. Just to speed up my workflow a little bit. I'm like, bullshit, motherfucker. Bullshit. Yeah, before Normie shit it up. It's the worst. Like I want to show you. I want to show you what the guy is like putting on My Mini Factory. This is from circa 10 hours ago. Ignite your table with volcanic rocks. Like it's this. This is what the page looks like. Now they've actually started posting like renders though, but like Like, there's no guarantee that these will print right. There's no way to guarantee there's no holes. Like, volcanic rocks. Let's see, volcanic rocks and plants pack. But like, dude, what the fuck are these? They don't they definitely like used AI to generate the art and then used one of those things that people can do to use AI to generate. Get these off my screen, they're disgusting. They probably use AI to generate the art and then put it through like that like make model thing. Because I know there is a way to use AI to create models out of art. It does not guarantee anything that's like good or printable, but you can do that. And I'm sure they're just like literally just got like a workflow. Yeah, no, it's just slop blasting. 500 uploads over the weekend. 500 uploads. Like, it's been slowed down for a bunch. Maybe some like terrain stuff wouldn't be bad, because terrain's always good for like during a lull, because you could always come back and just kind of like add some stuff to your table. Well, it's the sloppiest of slop, and I hate it. I hate it. I'm hoping, once again, that my mini factory will be like, oh god, we were gone for the, because like, you know, I don't expect anyone to work during the weekend. That's a cruel thing to expect, like instant service during the weekend. But I hope during like during the week they're gonna be like, oh shit, someone's been doing some stuff. We should remove them from our platform because this is bad for our platform. I'm hoping. God, I'm hoping that's how that goes. I really, really hope. I just hope it's just not copium on my end. We're like, woo, yeah, let's go. Yeah, honestly, if the funny thing, that's why my Death Guard are purple. Because originally I did my fantasy guys with like yellow flesh and purple cloth, and purple cloth just turned into purple armor when it was transferred over to 40k. That's a really funny way to do things. I've definitely done that before. Let dry a little bit. Touch up that. Got some like bit too. I'm also debating just doing like an itty bit of the flesh just for fun. Because working on flesh is arguably like the fun part of chaos. I love me some good flesh. I love me some good flesh. Yeah, no, it's the thing is, like, I think there's some other people that are doing that on my mini factory as well, but that one is like going to the degree that I was like I have to send them a message, just be like, yo. And I was like, hey, I was trying to do like the best like concerned citizen I could, because I was like, hey, just letting you know, I've been using your service for like 3 years now, and I've got like, I actually counted up, I have like 2,000 STLs. To be fair, a lot of them become these tribes packs where it's like $10 and you get like a bajillion models. But like, I have been using the service for a while, that I got like a pretty sizable backlog is generous, and like, because I realistically will never paint most of these. And that's fine. I'm actually not going to like lose sleep after not painting a lot of those, because their primary thing is just like, you know, I'll get like a couple of ones I like, and sometimes I do like man, I need like a really specific thing, and I just check on my backlog. I'm like, oh yeah, no, this is a perfect fit for this very specific thing I needed. It happens a decent amount actually. What happens if I do? I think I did. Oh. Report the guy for cheating. I don't think so. I don't know what my report options are, other than just being like, this is bad. 3 drops of beige and then 1 drop of the stuff like that. How you doing, Muzu? Welcome everybody. Welcome. If you do not know me, I'm Halbernal, the Mimic Elf, miniature painting Vtuber of the Nurgle Scheme Variety 4 raid. How you nerds doing? I'm currently working on an Obliterator, which is turning out pretty well. I've been having a fun time. What were you? Oh, how is Tarkov treating you? How's Tarkov treating you? Also, John Deers, thank you for the follow and welcome to the workshop. And how you doing, Siblis Pastry? Welcome. And how you doing, Muzu? And how you doing, Secret Sauce? How you nerds doing? Click the flag by days. Oh, maybe I gotta do that then. I'll have to check that. I'm talking about how there's somebody on my mini factory who's just uploading just like a metric buckloads of slop on there, and I'm trying to get them to knock it off. But yeah, hopefully your stream went well. I forget if I said hello, my intro. But if you do not know me, I'm Halbernaut the Mimic Elf, miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle and Skaven variety. And oh yeah, let's go Mimic Moto. Let's go Mimic Moto. Drop the thing, that's fine. Yeah. Meister Miller, thank you for the sub. Thank you for the sub. Thank you. Oh, this is a I think I take off it. This is a Panasonic Lumix. Oh god, what Lumix model do I got? I'm using the Elgato cam link capture thing, and then also a actual like mirrorless camera. Let me see. Lumix. There we go. A Panasonic Lumix GX85. That's what I'm currently using right now. It's it does pretty well. It's something that I forget if that was... No, I think I financed this. My very first digital camera that I used for streaming was a COVID purchase. But the problem was that it had these like big... It had like a permanent like box around the model. Which was a little bit annoying. The flash. Hey, hopefully your stream went fun. I've been enjoying painting this lad today. Lad painting has always been a treat. Try to just like highlight the musculature a little bit. It's not significantly brighter than the rest of the flesh, but I'm okay with it, especially because I think like the last coat. I think the last coat is probably just going to be just like straight beige flesh, just to make it look really pale and whatnot. Yeah, he does. He's got. I hate him, Bob. He does kind of got the. He's got the bubblegum look now. It's eventually going to be more like kind of pale flesh. But yeah, no. Right now he is definitely like double bubbling. Areas and whatnot. Yeah, that's usually what I try to do. Is I've been really big on using kind of like a pinkish kind of undertone for my weird pale flesh, and then just kind of layering onto it. I think especially like on this thing, like on the big like flesh cannon on the back. That's where it's gonna like really shine. Also gotta remember to like really thin this color out as well. Specs of your layout. I should really do that. Let me write that down as notes. I used to have a video. I used to have a video with my specs, but then I accidentally deleted it when I had a channel that I was starting to put together ages ago. I don't like. It's fine now, but there was like a couple of videos like that where I just had like this is what my setup is. But yeah, let me write that down as a thing. That would be a good idea though. Yeah. I also kind of want to get some updated stream panels. Because like I don't know, it's weird. So like on one hand, I'm like, do people actually like look at the stream panels a lot? Like outside of like maybe some like basic stuff. Because like mine are jank as shit. So I'm like, I know I could commission some better ones, but it's like, is that going to be like a big enough improvement where that shit wouldn't matter? I don't know. I go back and forth on that. There we go. So how you doing, Theo? How you doing? Painting's going good. I've been working on the lad. I'm currently like reapplying, trying to get some like flesh highlights on him. It's going pretty legit. Going pretty legit. There's a file group on Tumblr. Oh, there was. Oh god. Oh yeah. I guess some people just like when they really get into movies and stuff, they get like, you know, real into it. That's fair. I'm sure there's somebody like decided just to like probably thought my love and knowledge for a bunch of like subjects is really annoying. That's probably not that big of a deal. Got these tubes. The tubes that get glowed up, so I'm not super worried about them. But yeah, I should put my stuff on there. Ah, gotcha. Oh, gotcha. It's funny because I technically joined their territory by making a letterbox, but like my letterbox stuff is just going to be like, wow, this garbage fantasy movie wasn't as bad as I thought it was, which was me in Dragonheart 5. Dragonheart 5 is a surprisingly good fantasy movie. It's like legitimately better than the original. And if you think that's weird, I implore you to actually watch the original Dragonheart. It's not as good as you remember. Everybody who has watched Dragonheart watched it when they were 5, and they remember it because the graphics look good and Sean Connery. I assure you, it's not a good movie, and I don't mean to be mean about that. Because I just saw that revelation happen in real time when everyone's like, I used to love this movie, and then everyone's like, what the fuck is this? What is this? What is this film like? What is this film? What are they doing? It was just kind of just funny how that worked out. Get them cheeks too as well. Yeah, oh yeah, you did mention that. I'm aware, and I do need to fix that. Right now, my brain is preoccupied with getting the what's it called? The Sword World stuff for Tuesday done. I figure once that's done, my brain drain is going to be gone, and I can like refocus on some other things. Every time I'm doing a TRPG, like that's I have to funnel the energy there. But I did see that. I did. Thank you for catching that, though. I actually really appreciate that, because I would have never caught that. I was just like, yeah, Conan. There we go. This would never lead me astray. Says man who got led astray. Let's get that. Let's get that ass too. Who eventually gets someone who hates leprechauns so much they make it short. Really, I've actually surprisingly not watched any of the kind of series that will eventually get someone who wants to make a really. I mean, it kind of. The thing is, I think it was just a cheap name to get that had some like goodwill to it, and I actually think like genuinely like the movie that was made for Dragonheart 5 was the one that should have been the movie for Dragonheart 1, like a well-meaning lad and a knight team up to like like kind of like learn a lesson about revenge and like a king being evil and stuff like that. Like it's a kind of archetypical fantasy movie that works. The first movie is about like you're like, oh, this is gonna be like a movie that makes sense, and then just like the main character becomes an asshole and like murders all the dragons off screen, and you're like, what? Why? And then him and Sean Connery the dragons start just like pulling scams on people, which is fucking bizarre. Like, what? Why? Why was your thought to make them do like rip off villagers? For what purpose? Why did you think that was a good idea for a movie? Wait, did they go? So I am aware of Leprechaun, goes to the hood or whatever. I think it's like the third. I have been aware of that for a while. I didn't know they did it twice. That's one of those ones that like I've been looking for an excuse to put in a movie night, and I just have not found it yet. I have not found a reason to do Leprechaun Goes to the Hood, where I believe at one point he smokes weed with somebody before killing them. Where he's just like, I think there's basically, I think if I remember right, the premise of that is basically like some big like Suge Knight motherfucker gets a hold of like the leprechaun's gold and his like secret flute or whatever. Also, how are you doing, Cat Deptus Meownicus? Jesus Christ. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the workshop. Sorry, your name hit me like a ton of bricks. How you doing? How you doing? I'm currently painting an Obliterator, and it's going pretty good. I'm doing some like skin highlighty bullshit things. It's going pretty legit. This is also going to be dulled out quite a bit once I start doing like the enamel wash stuff, so I'll have to also like touch up like the flesh and other bits. Real life mimics D&D. True and real facts. Oh god, I never got the back of this guy's leg. What the fuck is happening here? Oh, that'd be good. I need to do more gimmick movie nights. I don't do enough gimmick movie nights. I will say the movie. Oh, they do Back to the Hood. Oh, holy shit! That's how you doing, great man. Word bearers, baby. I was one of those individuals that read the first Heretic and it ruined me. Oh, it's an Obliterator. It's Obliterator. It's Obliterator. Yeah. It's not really a Terminator-ish. It's like a big kind of chaos mutant gun platform thing. They're really nice though. I gotta run it in 3rd edition, and this guy did fucking work. Holy shit, this guy like teleported behind a vehicle, hit it with a plasma, it exploded, and then got into a fist fight with a bunch of Outriders. Oh god, yeah. I forgot about Jason X. Yeah, about Jason X. I feel like I've seen Jason X at one point. Like, I'm vaguely aware that they like tried to catch him in an illusion where like a bunch of like college people are like, hey Jason, we're having wild unprotected sex in the woods, and he just starts like murdering his way through them because like that's just what Jason does. Yeah, fun stuff. Yeah, no, Obliterators are fun. Obliterators are fun. They're great. Maybe I don't know how they're like in like modern 40k, but in the edition I play, which is just 3rd at the moment, maybe someday I'll play a 10th edition game. I don't know. Maybe I'll wait for 11th edition because that's probably going to be happening at some point. Also building some stuff for Heresy, which is going to be it's coming around. This is just going to be that beige red. I'm going to try to get this like real thin. Let's see how this looks. Okay, just keep going this real thin. Roll for shots. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, the AP is very nice in this, where it's just like, yeah, does this reach AP? Yeah, that thing just fucking dies. There's convoluted bullshit, absolutely in that system, but I like it as somebody who's primarily like a hobbyist and mini painter. And God, the Chaos Codex fucks so hard. I'm also going to slowly work on some of my Turnip 28 stuff to make it Lost in the Dam viable. Okay, so this is like the slightly, like this is that pink with more of like the actual flesh tone kind of mixed into it. Is definitely working for some stuff. Oh, how you doing, Toasty Bread? Welcome, everybody. Welcome. If you do not know me, I'm Halbernot the Mimic Elf, miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle's variety. How was the Call of Duty, yo? How you doing, Toasted John? How you doing, John Deers? How you doing, Toasty Bread? Welcome, everybody. Welcome. If you do not know me, I'm Halbernot the Mimic Elf, miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle's variety. And how you doing, Pair Become Human? My favorite David Cage. Let's say my favorite David Cage movie, but yeah, I mean that's not that far off. 11th is going to happen soon, unfortunately. So, like, if I wanted to, I could wait for 11th. Not in like a positive way. Yeah, I mean, I do VTubing and minis, so like, I'm never going to own a home. But I had fun, so it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, every 3 years. I'm hoping Heresy doesn't do that, but if it does, that's going to be unfortunate. It seems likely. I guess the real question is if a Heresy 4th edition manifests, that's when you know that Heresy is just gonna be fucked. Not Detroit Become Human. That movie ripped me off. David Cage owes me a paycheck. What is going on here? Like a little like fleshy like bundle bullshit that I need to do. I like Obliterators. There's a lot of just like random just loose flesh that I gotta deal with, as one does. Was it even? I forget how long it was. Like, the thing is, I think the Age of Darkness was like 2022, maybe. Maybe it's not. Maybe Age of Darkness kit box is like a bit newer than I think it is. I could absolutely be wrong there. And Toasted John, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the workshop. Nomad Omicron. That's the one I own, and I've been tempted to stream it, but I also realize I'm going to get hell. I think if I ever do Omicron, I'm going to need to play it with a guide. I'm going to be like, guys, listen, this game is going to be neat, but I need to play it with a guide. I hope you all understand. And then we'll go from there, maybe. Because otherwise I could see myself just getting immediately lost in the sauce on that motherfucker. Wait, I could get that ass. Fine-ish. How you doing, the Smithinator? Welcome. How you doing? Oh, I love it when the guide won't help at all. Fuck. David Cage. Fucker. Give me one. We'll take for a land before time. The thing is, like, I've been pretty. Oh, it's called Hypnosis by Shade. It's a Teto song. Do I got like a good easy? I'm using a YouTube music player. Is there a way I can get like an easy share link? Oh, I'm gonna test this out real quick. I've actually never shared directly from YouTube Music. Okay. So this is going to give you a YouTube Music link. I think it should still work for like, just like update it, remove the music from there. There we go. That is almost, oh, okay. Interesting. I might have to check that out later then. If it happens, it'll be for a while. But yeah, my qualifications for movie night is there needs to be magic or there needs to be like a sword fight. There is no sword fight in Land Before Time. There, like magic, arguably, but like it's. I'm also that's like my criteria. But what that also means is I need to feel it. Land Before Time doesn't feel like a HAL movie night movie. Leprechaun feels like more like one. I know it has. I figured there's dino magic. I do get that, but like I'm not gonna budge on it. I will also argue that the more someone tries to argue a movie and I say no. Like, I wasn't gonna already, but it does make me want to do it less. I will absolutely say that. I will absolutely say it makes me wish to do it less. I'm not contrarian, but if people try to make me watch a thing and I don't want to, it doesn't endear me to watch the thing. Let's see, Flight of the Dragons. I think that might be somewhere. I have a list I'm kind of working off of. Which I need to double check because I will say this week's movie night is Delgo. We're doing Delgo next this week, so that should be fun. See, Pirates of the Caribbean would actually like fit really well. I don't think I would ever do like more than the first 3 movies because like I kind of forget that there's still more Pirates of the Caribbean that just come out every now and then. Like every now and then they'll do like Pirates of the Caribbean, Johnny Depp needs a paycheck, and then like they'll just make a movie, and apparently they do all right in the box office, but they just like they almost have like no cultural impact. I mean, I'd argue that like one is the only real good one, and that the other ones we think are better because Davy Jones fucks. Like Davy Jones fucks super hard in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies. But like you can kind of tell that they were sort of written primarily with like to end in one movie, and then everything else is sort of just like, yeah, well, we just want to keep making the movies. Like we basically got everything we needed out of that. Get the edge bits of this. George and the Dragon. We have not done George and the Dragon. Then again, though, I have not seen many of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies for ages. Oh, that's actually. If I felt like being mean, I could do this like this upcoming movie night. But I feel like I gotta put the Dragon movies on hold. I feel like I gotta put the Dragon movies on hold for a bit. Yeah, I kind of don't like mentally count them either in my like ones after 3, for sure. Yeah, I don't know. Like maybe I'm just due for a rewatch of the series, so that way I can just like re-solidify my opinion, because I haven't watched basically any of them since I was a teen. I think they came out when I was a teen. I don't remember exactly when they came out. I want to say I was still in high school when all the Pirates movies came out. No Dragon Slayer this week. No, that would be funny though, as like as a bit. But no, I'm pretty set on Delgo. I'm pretty set on Delgo. Mostly just because I find it fascinating as like this like Titanic animated flop, but also it's like there's this like thing that you don't see as much as these like really weird bespoke fantasy movies that like and I mean like it's like we watch it like it was like Korea or whatever, the ones where somebody makes like a whole like science fantasy mythos and they like really go in depth into it. And it's just like way too much for like a movie audience. The movie audience is like, what the fuck is this? I find those fascinating. And like is Delgo good or bad? I don't know. It did bad, but it could have just been like a whole lot of horseshit. And I might be more perceptive to a whole lot of horseshit. Yeah, oh god, that's another one. Jupiter Rising needs to happen. No, not that Titanic, though. That is a very funny movie. Isn't that the one where the dog raps? I know there's a Titanic movie with a rapping dog in it. But yeah, it's yeah, exactly. It's like also Samuel Action. Thank you for the sub on YouTube. Thank you. Oh, the whole her and that thing. I got you. Probably for the best to stop doing those movies. To be fair. Oh, that's like a sci-fi original. Oh yeah. But yeah, Delgo is definitely trying to do like Jupiter Rising kind of stuff. Jupiter Rising, I have Jupiter Rising's weird. So there's a lot of things that like I used to watch a lot more, like listen to like a little more like bad movie podcasts and stuff. And I vaguely remember the premise of Jupiter Rising in my brain. but like I've never actually seen it. So I like in my brain I have like an abstract picture of what Jupiter Rising looks like. And I'm curious how that would pan out if I actually watched the thing. If I actually watched Jupiter Rising, how that would sort of play along into like that mental image of it I've constructed. Treasure Island animated movie? No, if we're doing that, if we're doing anything that, we would do Treasure Planet, which actually sounds like fun. I think it's Jupiter Rising. I don't remember. It's the one that the Wachowskis made when they were like, we're going to make a new big sci-fi franchise. It's always tricky because I have like a weird soft spot for all these like sci-fi franchises, and like that was actually like a big thing for like video games. There's like it was like Haven. It was like the one that the fucking like Metroid Prime crew tried to do. I cannot remember what that was. There was like Advent Rising was another one. All these ones that were supposed to be these like big blockbuster sci-fi franchises. Yeah, Advent Rising. Yeah. No, I was also thinking of Two Human. Two Human was also another one. There's something that like really like in my soul, the idea of like these guys had these like titanic, like crazy ambitions, and it just didn't happen just because they like bit off more than they could chew and kind of made something that was like not great, if I'm gonna be honest. But I just find that ambition really fascinating, that they just fucking went for it. And like, it's kind of the same reason I like bad movies a little bit, but like, I don't think a lot of these were bad. I think they were just kind of like weird and just not good. Like, it's gonna say weird. Like, I'm gonna say this, it's like, they tried to do something and made something weird, like not good. So they made something that wasn't like great, but it wasn't like actively bad. It was just like not something that would be traditionally good. I've not seen the meanest shit I've ever. Yeah, yeah. I did see you sound like Kirito from Sword Art Online. I've not watched a bridge, but I was like, have I wronged you in some way? I don't know. I'm one of those people that my eternal like not enjoying sword art is just kind of like, I don't know if the bridge is any good. Am I gonna be okay? I don't know. I might just end stream. No, I'm fine. I've heard people call me worse on the internet. Listen. I've been told my name was that I might be French on the internet. So they'll have to try a lot harder to break me before that point. Yeah. It's. I guess it is that the ambition, but the thing is, like for these like failed franchises, they don't make anything awful. They just make something just weird and just not great, which is also kind of interesting because like you don't get the jank. You just get to see where it failed. Hold on. We're joking that like you saying that my voice sounds like Kirito. Like I know you're talking from a bridge, and I've not seen a bridge, so I actually don't know what he sounds like. But that is the thing that out of context does sound like an insult. I'm sorry. I don't think you meant it in that way. I'm not offended. It's just that's why everybody's like target this man's balls. Stuff like that. Stuff like that. You're fine. We're just giving you shit for giving me shit. It's fine. Bulgarian Treasure Island in space? Wait, is that what Treasure Planet have Bulgarian stuff in it? I've never actually watched it. I've been really late on watching that in Atlantis. I only watched Atlantis this last year and enjoyed it, but man, it took me a while to watch Atlantis. Oh, okay. Oh, and talking about Sword Art Online Journal. Fair. Yeah, the good Sword Art Online, it's called Not Hack or Log Horizon. Unless that was a joke you're going for. Oh no, you're fine. No, don't worry. You are totally fine in this instance. I feel like I'm definitely gonna need to go up and also do a little bit more flesh touch-up stuff later. Especially if nice thing is I also like kind of want to mix like a little bit of like a more. The more of the beige flesh I add on, the more like kind of human-like it looks, which is good because that's sort of what I'm going for, but also keep it like a little weird and streaky and whatnot. Well, I mean, he's already cheeks out. I can't not make him cheeks out. He's got the combat like dumper. What do I do? Like I and like they're there. I have to apply highlights. I am a painter. I am a completionist. Bobby, that's fucked up. That's a fucked up thing you're holding on me. There's two treasure oh. Oh, hold on. I know the regular, like the Disney, I need to look up the Bulgarian one. I'm set. Holy fuck. I saw the design for the captain. Honestly, this is kind of rad. This is a very rad design. Let me show you guys what this Bulgarian treasure planet captain guy looks like. Like look at this. Like this is an excellent fucking design. Like he looks like a prick, but like yeah, they did good. They did good for making him look like a prick. That look like that like ooh, I might legitimately have to put that on the docket as well. Oh boy. Whoop. Yeah, he does got that chin. Put that over there. I think it's like, I don't think it's fan. Oh, maybe. Are people making Bulgarian treasure planet fan art? Okay, to be fair, okay, he does look like that in the thing. It's just that like the movie's really old, so he's a lot more lumpy in the movie. The design is still mostly intact, so there's a bit of exaggeration going on there. I was not aware I had a following. I've really not heard much about it, which is surprising considering like the bullshit I get up to. Yeah, very heavy metal code. I think it's just not like the style the artist on that used is very heavy metal style, which is to be fair. That flesh knot all day, every day. Alright. Like I might continue to fuck around with the skin a bit. I think what I need to do now is fuck around with the what's it called? The fuck around with the armor plate. I'm gonna use a slightly brighter red. So this is gory red. Flesh knot through the trail. Every part of that sentence was confusing and baffling. I just said the same word twice, but that's just for emphasis. Get this kind of loosened out a bit. Sip. I did. Because I have brain poison from my life. My entire life has given me a unique brain that is wrong. This is why I feel alienated from my age group, because they are nothing. Their brain doesn't operate like even a little bit like mine does, and it makes me strange. Slightly brighter red. Is that for like getting like around the edges, like maybe like quite into the deep. I'm also imagining once I start doing like the enamels on this guy, a lot of the color. Oh my god, that's just like a big fat streak on there. Fair. I mean, the thing is, like, you could be like relatively. Because here's the thing: if I explain Warhammer to someone in a crowd, they'll get it. I have to explain what like VTubing and Turnip 28 is to someone who has no context. Like imagine that. Like, imagine what the fuck that conversation's like. Really? I didn't realize the Kino's Journey author did a sword art. I'm still not going to watch it, but that is neat. That's a very neat fact. What kind of brain poison you've got? Fair. I mean that's why you all are here. You all have similar brain, or either similar brain poison, or I've inflicted similar brain poison. In that case, I am sorry. A little bit. I could use my little, I think I just made this too thin. There we go. Hey now. We do that on Wednesdays. We watch Ice Pirates on Wednesdays. God, that was a fucking movie. That was another one that I found that one out from fucking, like, there's not a lot of movies from the movie night that were from Red Letter Media, but there's a couple. Ice Pirates was one, Barbarians was another. Because, like, for the most part, they really don't do a lot of, like, goofy fantasy. They mostly do, like, sci-fi or, like, more, like, modern action stuff is sort of more their forte. The sad thing is when I'm looking for stuff for movie night and I found that the fucking, Mystery Science Theater already got a hold of it, I'm like, fuck. You all claimed these, like, shitty movies, like, a decade ago. You fuckers. Leave me alone. Which, to be fair, I think I would actually like Mystery Science Theater, but I've just actually never sat down and gave it a proper watch at all. Barbarians was like a dumb, like it is sort of the, I think that was the genesis of the dumb but fun category, where it's like, this movie is fucking stupid, but like I didn't have a bad time. Like that's such a, like that, I find that category to be like the most hard one to nail down. Because a movie needs to be stupid. And a lot of stupid movies are stupid bad, or like annoying or boring because they're stupid. But a stupid, like, dumb but fun needs to be stupid, but still like not lose in entertainment, which is super rare. How you doing, Joker? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? I feel like, Bobby, you did probably bring up Ice Pirates. I definitely saw it previously on Red Letter Media, but I would not be surprised if you were the one who were like, hell, you should do it, because I was like, oh yeah, there was like a sword fight scene in there. Yeah, that Ice Pirates does fly by movie night. Absolutely does. Using this like brighter red, just kind of using my little stipple brush. Gonna be good. Kind of like a splotchy red, which is nice. This guy's got, was Dragonheart. Oh no, Joker. It was the opposite. Dragonheart 5 was the best Dragonheart, and like unironically a pretty solid fantasy movie. It's baffling how good Dragonheart 5 was. I'm not trying to meme at you or anything. It was like legitimately surprisingly solid. They had like characters that were fun with good chemistry. It was a very like kind of classic fantasy with like a lot of payoffs and build off. Like there is several things that were like set up in the movie and then paid off in satisfying ways. I understand that my bar is low for these. I understand that. I had to find it on like some shitty, I think it's on Netflix, but I had to find it on some like shitty streaming service. I don't remember which one off the top of my head. Is it because it's like a relatively newish movie? I couldn't find it on like archive.org like a lot of the other Dragon Hearts, because no one gives a shit about them. I know, yeah, it was pretty solid. I'll say you doing, Noise Marine. How you doing? Howdy. I'm working on an Obliterator today because this guy did good in combat and I need to reward him. Oh shit, I need to do some more work on the beast. Do some like little red highlights of some stuff. I feel like you mentioned Son of Aladdin. I think I got that like logged in somewhere to take a look at it. Some Obliterator cheeks. He's got some horns in a couple spots I'm gonna need to hit up at some point. I'm still pretty happy with the progress he's got going on right now. This is definitely like gonna be a lot. It's also definitely not ready to be glued to a base. As soon as I glue this fucker to his base, am I actually gonna do it like that? No, I think his base was like this. Like a lot of them becomes like off limits, so I can't do that quite yet. It's on Apple TV? Really? I forget Apple TV exists as a platform. Oh, Society is a Giallo film, right? I've been meaning to watch a Giallo film at some point. They're that kind of like weird esoteric bullshit that I think I would enjoy. Oh, Black Roses, have yourself a good night and take it easy, yo. Sleeping the last half hour. Wait. I was British even though it's set in Bulgaria? Huh. Magic Voyage. Huh. Worse every movie and then spiked at. Yeah, it really did get worse every movie and spiked at 5. No, that's not true. Dragonheart 3 was pretty solid. I think Dragonheart 3, like, I was expecting that to be the peak of the franchise. But surprisingly it wasn't. Yeah. Early 90s do be weird, like, oh, it's not? Oh, really? Oh, wait, no, I've seen... Is Society the one where the guy has, like, a face coming out of his ass? Hold on. I swear I've seen, like, a weird screenshot from this movie where... Yes! Okay, I've seen this picture that I don't even know I can show. It's a man with a face for an asshole. I forgot about that one. Okay, I do need to watch that. Yeah, Top Hat, I think that's accurate. 3 was the one where like the main character was partnered with Drago, and he had like a Was she a Pict or a Gaul? I can't remember. He had like a kind of like forest warrior lady girlfriend and stuff like that. That one was reasonably high. That one was reasonably high. Wait, like an actual blood orgy? Oh fuck yeah, let's go. That sounds that sounds like a fucking ride. Holy shit. Oh. No, 4 was the one with the 2 siblings and was the horrible one that everyone disliked that. 4 was the one where they're trying too hard to make the one lady Daenerys Targaryen, but forgot that like Daenerys had moments of like you know, like being a person and like character writing and an actress who was pretty solid. Like, I don't think everyone needs to like Daenerys, but at the very least, like Daenerys in Game of Thrones was like, yeah, I see what she's got going on and I see what shaped her this way. In the fucking Dragonheart, you're just like, everybody's a moron, but you are the queen of morons. And there's how she just let a bunch of barbarians roll into town and she's like, fuck it, I'm gonna be the queen, and just kind of made things worse. It was not great. Not good. Not good out of 10. All right. I think using to feed one woman had a mouth lamprey tube sucking on a guy. That sounds like the body horror bullshit I'm into. So I'll definitely need to give that a go. Maybe that'd be a fun Halloween. Just missed all the flesh back here. Hold on. All right, I need to ollie out for tonight, but before I do that, yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna blame Daenerys on the ending of Game of Thrones because that was the God. That scene where all the Game of Thrones actors were like in a room reading the script that they were going to do for the later seasons, and just actively everyone was like palms in hands. It's like, I can't believe this bullshit's real. I felt really bad. Like all of them weren't looking good, but specifically, I don't know any actor names, but the lady who plays Daenerys was just like, are you fucking kidding? She had like a "Are you fucking kidding me" face. It was real bad. Yeah. I'll don't worry. I'll save the rest will be surprises for later. Let's pause the music, and let's wrap up for tonight. Let's go to the chatting screen. And thank you nerds for coming. I had a lot of fun. Obliterator, like, it's a very dense model. There we go. It's a very dense model, but I think I made a lot of good progress today. Schedule-wise, this is not next week's schedule. Tuesday, I'm going to be doing a Sword World game with Sasha. You probably know her. Regular Sasha. Dice Queen D, Phoebe Bain, and Zoe Techie. We're going to be doing Sword World, which that should be a lot of fun. Then Wednesday movie night will be Delgo for Suffering. Thursday will be more Illbleed, which might be the last Illbleed stream. Maybe. Depends. The next week could be the end of Illbleed. It might not. Then after that, on Saturday... So I got hiccups right now. On Saturday, more XCOM, and on Sunday, I will be painting something. It's going to be a very light painting week, which feels weird. It always feels weird when I have a light painting week. But yeah, everybody on the YouTube side, I'm going to cut you loose. So bye, YouTube people. Bye-bye.